What's going on, collective? This is Selena Fire. Welcome to Love Fire Tarot 18 Plus with special guest Grace from Tarot D'Amour. Welcome.
Hi,
Welcome,
everyone.
Grace.
Hi, Selena. Thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. Hello, collective. So please check out Grace's channel, Tarot D'Amour. So mods, if you can please promote that in the chat. Please check her out. Let's grow her channel, collective. Okay. She's also taking donations. So your donation link, Grace. Mods, I don't know, do you have that available on your chat where the mods can pull that, or if you can announce that really quick?
My Venmo is capital CREATIVO, Creativo, D'Amore. It's D, capital A, MORE. And it should be a link in any of my YouTube videos, any of the description boxes out there. So I appreciate that. Thank you for the shout out and helping me out. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Sure, no problem. Thank you for all you do for the collective. Your readings are wonderful. So yeah, I love your channel. So we're gonna help grow that for you. So I got an awesome soul tribe here. So mods are already here in the chat. We'll go ahead and say hello to the mod squad. And Williams, how are you, my friend? Hello, hello. Hi, Janet. Happy birthday, Janet. I hope you had an amazing birthday at Disneyland. Or Disney World, I'm sorry. Happy birthday. Hi, Ralph. Hello. Hi, Brad. Muscle Machine. How are you? Hello. How's everybody doing? And I'm sure we got more that are going to be tuning in that aren't going to put their names in the chat, and that's okay. So title of the the tarot tonight is Reconcile or Block. So if you are wondering about reconciling with somebody, or if you're wondering if you should block them or keep them blocked, Grace and I are going to try to give you as much information as we can through the channeling, see what we can pull from spirit and the energy. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to go through the collective, and then we're going to pull from all 12 zodiac signs. And we are actually going to both do each zodiac sign together so we can see what we're pulling. And that way, if we get anything different for you, obviously use your discretion, right? You all have free will to decide on what you want to do, but these are just, obviously advice to you. So take what resonates and leave the rest behind. All right, Grace, you want to say anything to the collective before we begin?
I'm going to look at the overall energy of reconciliation between the two parties. And then I'm going to look at the outcome if you do reconcile and the outcome if you do not reconcile. So that's what I got.
All right. So Grace, you are the special guest. So we're going to start with collective. So let me go ahead and get my banner up here for the collective energy. So for earth, fire, water, and air, Grace, what can you pull for the collective?
I'm just going to do one big overall blessing. I usually bless the deck like 100 times during my reads. Saint Michael, please protect the collective. Virgin Mother, please intercede on the collective's behalf. Okay. The collective energy, I'm seeing water, fire, earth, and air. Water, I see investment as your major archetype here. I see you making sure that if it's going to stay, it's going to count. This time you're not taking maybe sometimes no for an answer, and you're either in, or you're either all in or you're not. This is not an ultimatum. This is time tested, kid tested, even mother approved, I'm hearing. And I see that whatever you've been planting, you're going to get results. That's your energy. So if it doesn't fit, it's going to go. In the fire signs, I see fire signs, what? You're rushing? I mean, what? What, Selena? What? I'm a Leo, so okay,
You got a
right?
lot of fire.
You can't tell by the mane, but okay. Fire signs, you're doing this thing where you're like, yeah, I've waited long enough. Yep, that was enough information for me. I waited. I totally waited. Like, what do you mean? And you have a lot of ideas, and you're just very excited about this energy, perhaps. And maybe that's what it might be a little too soon. You might be that person in the room that speaks too soon about something that's dead. That might be some of the energy here. So I don't know. Yeah, it just seems like you moved on really fast, and maybe there's a little bit of spiritual bypassing around that, but I'm not here to like be the judge and jury. I'm here to inform you. Maybe it's time. Maybe you just got spring fever, you know? Maybe you're just excited about life, okay? Back off. All right. So then for earth signs, I show you chilling out. Some of you I see you hopefully not burning out. Hopefully you're not like sobering burnout. But I see you kind of like chilling hard here on some reconciliation energy. You're really not gonna go make a first move. You're not gonna try. That's typical earth signs. They'd probably, eat a bag of chips on the couch instead of go out and figure it out with folks. That's more comfortable, So I feel like the energy is low. Not that it's bad. It's just that I don't have time for this, or that's just not in my peripheral even. I wasn't even thinking about it. I was more into this live stream with Selena and Grace. Okay. And then for air signs, okay, Selena, I sing a lot, so I'm really sorry, not sorry. But I'm getting the song, The Never Ending Story.
Yes.
You're welcome. You can sing that all night now.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's see who can think of the most annoying song. But yeah, this is a never ending story with somebody. It's the same old. And you know what, air signs? You might actually just be in a method of tolerance that I really feel like you're embracing the whole zodiac here. You're kind of like, you know what? You accept people where they're at. You see them. You don't really think of it as a wise choice, yet you allow. So there's some wisdom here. However, don't you come crying to Auntie Gracie about when it hurts, because you're the one allowing, So that's what I got for the collective. Back to you, Selena.
All right. Well, so I found this interesting. So I pulled a 6-card spread with deck at the top here. Lovers was at the bottom of the deck. The Lovers. So what I'm pulling right now is strong energy. Could be past life, could be strong soulmates. If you resonate with twin flame, could even be that. You could be dealing with a Gemini or someone that has strong Gemini in their charts. Underneath that is the Taurus card of Hierophant. So I feel like for what I'm pulling in the overall energy is that you're dealing with someone collective that you have been involved with. Okay. So for many of you, a relationship, a very intense relationship, strong feelings and emotions here. You could have been in this relationship. For some of you, I'm seeing 3 to 6 months or longer. Okay. With the Hierophant card here. So I'm seeing Gemini and Taurus. I also got Scorpio, Aries, Libra came out as well. So again, any of these signs, Taurus, Gemini, Libra, Aries, and Scorpio are here in the energy. Again, take what resonates, but you have something that started off as a friendship. Okay, so friendship that really progressed into something else here. Okay. For many of you, this person had somebody else that maybe you weren't aware of. There could have been multiple people involved here. I have third-party inference, which I find is interesting. When I pulled the tarot, look what card is here. So I feel like for what I'm pulling that there might be a storyline here for many of you where you could have started off friends. This could have progressed into something more.
Is it just me? Oh my gosh. Help, Mom, Selena, help. So just friends, and I was like, quit reading my mind. Oh boy. I got my Wi-Fi full blast, baby. I don't know what else we can do. And guys, I don't have access to the chat. Where? Am I still out there? I don't know. I don't know.
Are we back?
Oh, hello. Did someone call you?
Yes. I don't know what.
Now I can't hear you though. I was doing a little I was ready to do a little choreo while you were gone.
Can you guys hear me?
Now I can hear you. Now I can hear you.
Okay, sorry about that. So this word.
It went out again. Still can't hear you. I'm sorry. What is this, Mercury Gatorade? Who put mercury in the microwave? We're supposed to have direct. Let's go. Direct planets. Let's go. I can't even. Ooh. What's going to happen next? Ooh. Edge of my seat, friends. What should I sing? Should I sing a song? I don't even know because I can't see the chat. I cannot see the chat. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. Said the dog with the little room on fire behind the dog. Me, I'm the dog in that scenario. Yeah. Okay. I'm shuffling. Every day I'm shuffling. It's true. I really wish Selena was here. I wonder if you can see me. Okay. Well, I'm very uncomfortable. Guys, angels, spirits, angels, God, ancestors, can you make this right, please, for me? I appreciate it. I appreciate when things go well, guys and gals, friends. Appreciate it when things go well for us. Let's go. Let's go. Putting it out there. Somebody don't want this to happen today. But it's happening, so we're gonna do it. They can't. This is my free will. I am a loyal Leo to this feed, aren't I? I don't know if you can hear me. I'm gonna go on my YouTube. I'm putting this by my phone because I want the bogeys to go away for Selena. Get them. Go get them, guys. Where's my mafia? Let's go. Let's go. You know what I do have? Another tool. Ooh, you thought I didn't know about it. Oh, you didn't know? Let's go. You can see what I'm watching. YouTube, Tarot d'Amour. Actually, though, not YouTube music, although I do like music. Here. Where's my girl? Our spirit guides are talking right now. They're chatting it up. My candle's going nuts. My candle is going nuts. There's 14 people watching. They're chatting it up. My candle's going nuts. Oh, I can hear us. Lioness, hello. Nuts. There's 14 people watching. They're chatting it up. My candle's going nuts. Oh, I can hear us. Lioness, hello. Should I just get started? Janet, Brad, Muscle Machine, and Williams, Tequila Sheila. Janet, Brad, Muscle Machine. This is like being in a weird universe. Okay. I am going to. All right. Thanks for sitting here. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead. We got a little collective energy, and I'm gonna wait for Selena to come back. But I'm going to go ahead with Aries, okay? So anybody want to mark Aries time down? I don't know the timestamp. How do I turn this volume off, perhaps? Pew, pew, pew. Okay. Now, can you still hear me? Okay. We got, okay, let's do 17. Oh my.
I had to reboot the whole thing. I'm so sorry about that.
Mercury's in the microwave. I'm just kidding. All the planets are direct.
Should I continue, or were you already going on to the next thing? I don't know.
I was just about to do Aries, but I was just being silly in the meantime.
Collective, I am so sorry.
Aw, thank you so much for hanging with us and the people in the chat. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, the collective is really good. They're really good.
They are loyal.
They're loyal. I'm lucky.
Right?
So going back to what I was saying, collective, I'm sorry for the disturbance there, but third party energy is where I left it off. Okay. And you also had 5 of Wands. Okay. So what I was saying is you could have started this off as a friendship. Okay. And it progressed obviously to something more. But there was obviously something that happened here that caused some kind of inference. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a person. You know, it could have been someone was more focused on their job, their career. Maybe they were going to school, or maybe it was another person. But there was definitely something here in the energy that caused some kind of either breakup, disturbance, something here. And again, you could have been dealing with a Gemini, a Scorpio, a Leo, an Aries, or a Taurus is heavy of what I'm pulling in the energy. But I do feel that if you broke up with this person or you're not speaking to this person anymore, this person's thinking about you, collective. Okay. This is a reminiscing. Look how he's looking at the pentacles here. And he's just like, I wonder what they're doing. Are they thinking of me? Okay. And I just feel like for many of you, you know, the Queen of Sword energy is here. So, you know, did you cut this person out of your life? Did you decide to move on because of some kind of inference that was going on here in the energy? Did you decide to focus more on your career, your finances? I mean, look who's here, the Queen of Pentacles. And I feel like for many of you, what I'm pulling in the energy is I'm pulling something of my mind was focusing in on something else because the victory card is here. So, you know, maybe you decided to walk away from this if someone was dealing with someone else, even though you might have really loved this person, even though you might have really had a very strong connection with this person. Spirit is now telling me maybe this person didn't want to fully commit. Maybe, again, if there was someone else in the mix, they couldn't decide. There was something else that was obviously more important at that given time. And look what came out at the bottom of the deck, self-love. So I feel like if you walked away from this connection, you were focusing more on yourself, okay? You decided to focus more on self. You decided to take a different career path, a different way to start the journey. And I feel like that's where you went. So with the title of the reading, Reconcile or Block, I feel like this is setting us up for the 12 zodiac signs to find out, okay, are you going to reconcile with this person? Are you going to let this person back in? Are you going to, you know, leave them blocked if you block them? Or are you going to welcome them back and try again? So that's what we're going to try to find out for you today, collective. That's what I got.
Wow. Are you reading my mind? Are you in my goddamn head? And my heart. Okay, I have already drawn some Aries cards here. We had a lot of shuffling.
So now are you going to go into Aries then, Grace?
I'll do Aries to start, and if you have anything else you want to add, by all means. And then we'll switch over to you for Taurus. How's that?
Okay. I just got the Aries banner going, so go ahead whenever you're ready.
Excelente. Listen, I got the Empress right off the bat, and I felt like it was out of the house, out of your cage. You might have a lot of people around you that you take care of, or little spudlings, little wildlings that you're in charge of here. You might be a teacher or a mother or a father here. Now, your energy is very in season, okay? Aries, for you, displaying and portraying the Empress is like, it's like Mars is trine Venus right now. So it's like Venus energy is like, you do it. I'm like, you do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do shit. Okay, listen to me. I want to sit and have it come rolling in. I want automatic income. I want the kids all set. They're doing their own homework. They're doing their own thing. I want the pets taken care of. Maybe I'm hiring somebody to clean the house. Things like this that you're on automatic. My grandpa would say when we order pizza, he would say, cheese is automatic. So you got your cheese, Aries. I also see the 9 of Wands and the Emperor here. So this is like such a rarity, and this has been coming out so much because Venus and Mars are trine right now. That is a beautiful, copacetic, amazing energy for togetherness. Okay, this has been pulled a few times in the past weeks, and I've been reading for 20 years, and I have never gotten them like in a row. Empress, Emperor, Emperor, Empress. Okay. Now, the only thing is here, Aries, in the middle of you is the 9 of Wands. Okay. The 9 of Wands here is ships passing in the night. I have a headache. I don't know about, what's going to happen in the future here. Like, this is kind of like you again. It's kind of like a little bit of resentment, a little bit of, maybe someone's doing the dishes and you're like, why? You're fighting about the dishes, but it's really the fight is not about the dishes. There's something else going on. It's pretty brutal and exhausting for one or both parties here. I do feel that the one that it's exhausting for is probably whoever is portraying the Empress. The Emperor here seems to be off in La navigation land. They like driving or playing video games. They like to be in charge of stuff. They like to know where they're going, control the outcomes, But I do see it being something worth I mean, if you're pulling the Empress and the Emperor in a row, even if the Nine of Wands is there, that Nine of Wands is like, all right, so we didn't get much sleep. Now, in reconciliation, what is the energy between the two of you? Is this Nine of Wands because you're, you're hammering it out, or what? What's going on? Let's see. If you reconcile, you're going to agree that if you're, okay, so this is like at the very tippy tip, like we're just so close, okay? That might mean something to you in the bedroom, but it's like maybe someone's having trouble turning it over. The engine is revving, but the car is not running, okay? So maybe that's one of the issues here. But another one of the issues is, let's work on solving that. Let's build something that we can build towards. This could be on the precipice of asking you to marry them or asking them to marry you. And is that the same thing? Anyways, you know what I'm talking about. So this is like, it's almost there. And you guys are you're gonna make this work. You're gonna build this house into a home, I said. Okay. And you might even like decide, like Aries style, to just go to the courthouse and elope. That could be one of the things. Now, if this is not coming back together for whatever reason, you succumb to the Nine of Wands, okay? And you say, I can't. Oh, God, take me away. You are actually learning a big lesson here. You guys are going to have an amicable situation, okay? This is what I would be called, like very amicable. We learned about each other. We know each other inside and out. They're still in my friend groups. They're on all my chat groups and my lists. We're not going to exclude each other. And then, you also have this thing like, oh, they'll be back. So even if you're exhausted, tired of it, tired of hearing it, tired of the same old, they'll be back. Okay. So I feel like this one, you don't have much of a choice here, Aries, but to reconcile. A lot of you are married, but if you're not married, this is like, it's at the very end of a cycle of, what is this to us? Are we just homies that sleep together? Are we going to commit? Are we getting married? Are we going to move in together? What is the next thing? We should make that right. And if not, then it's still going to happen anyway. So you might as well. I don't know what to tell you. It seems a lot like it seems like it's very intense. So that's what I got for you, Aries.
Wow. So I got mirroring energy to what you just pulled, Grace. So at the bottom of the deck, I have the 1111 card. Okay. Followed by Temperance, Sagittarius energy. With Sagittarius energy, we know this card as the healing, the closure card, the forgiveness, wanting some kind of closure or healing is what I'm pulling here. So with 1111, I feel very strongly that whatever happened for you, Aries, I mean, I can definitely see it here. You have the Moon card, you have the Page of Cups, you have the 5 of Swords, the 8 of Cups, the High Priestess, you have the 7 of Pentacles, the 4 of Cups, and the 7 of Swords. So I feel like there was secrets. Definitely secrets here. There was some kind of backstabbing or betrayal that was here. And I feel like whatever happened between the two of you, someone ended up walking away and someone just felt like they had enough. They tried to go within. And at that time, when the decision was made to walk away, they thought it was the best decision. Now, I pulled the same card in 2 different decks. So that's telling me that Aries, your person and you were feeling the same way at one point in time to where you wanted to walk away. Okay. And with the 7 of Swords here, I feel like there was definitely something in your energy with trust. So trust was broken. Something was broken with trust due to some kind of secrecy or betrayal here. Now, with Temperance showing up with 1111, I strongly feel that someone in this energy does want to repair this. And if not repair this, they want healing, they want closure, and they want forgiveness. At the bottom of this deck, I pulled the 10 of Pentacles. Okay. So that's telling me that someone's looking at this and saying, hey, you know, if we were to work on these things, if we can forgive, if we can learn to work on these things, we might have this, right? We might have the 10 of Pentacles. So I feel strongly that Aries, when it comes to your energy, I feel strongly that someone wants to reconcile. I'm pulling that very strongly here with the 1111 and the Temperance. I feel reconciliation is coming for you. And Grace, you pulled the same thing, correct?
Yeah, if you choose not to reconcile, even I pulled that it's coming anyways, that they'll come back anyways.
Yeah. I just feel like there's a pull here. There's a definite strong pull here with 1111. You feel this to one another. And look what was just hidden underneath that, a message. You have an incoming message that might be coming in, collective, that might start this conversation, that might start this, I'm sorry, hey, let's talk about it. But again, you're going to have free will to decide. But I do feel for Aries, reconciliation is upon you. That's what I have.
Wow. Okay. I'm already ready for Taurus here. And we're going off the top. We have, of course we do. We have the Tower. Of course we do. Oh my goodness. Taurus, what is this? Your energies in my readings have been really difficult, and I don't want to read this. And Judgment. Wow, this is powerful. Oh my goodness. And I rarely get like all uprights in a row. Interesting. This, you're actually that means that you're an open channel and that you're really cool with the flow of things, even if it is stressful here. Kind of similar to the Aries reading in a way, and I was pulling in Taurus energy into that Aries reading, even that one of the members might be a Taurus. And the Tower is what's that planet called? Pluto, which is also ruled, Aries is also ruled by Pluto and Scorpio. So lesser known that Aries is influenced by Pluto. But I would say that the Tower influence here, along with the Judgment, that's the outcome here. And it is, ooh, this is going to be, I'm going to call from these cards in the Tower, the 9 of Swords, N-I-N-E, and the Judgment card. Don't you hate that when you can't tell when the reader is saying knight or 9? I hate that so much. Anyways, the 9 of Swords here, you could buy yourself a million pillows, and it's just you're not gonna be fixing that old neck problem. You know what I mean? It's just gonna be like the same old thunderous. Oh man, it's a drag. It's a lot of anxiety over, are we getting back together? And Taurian energy is extremely romantic. I like to call you the princess of the zodiac, whether you're male or female. But it's a very sweet and taken care of type of energy. And in this energy, it's a very scared energy of like, are they gonna take care of me anymore? Are we? Who's gonna take care of me? Like, it's a very childlike energy. Some people, they might have to face some facts and do a little bit of resilient work, shadow work on their resilience here. Now, I feel like this is a really going to be a really helpful part to pull the outcomes of reconciling and the outcome of not reconciling, because this is truly on you, Taurus. Something happened, like big. It was bigger than you even expected it to be. Something happened here that was not acceptable, and I see a lot of worry over if we're going to make this or not. This could be the last one, Judgment card being upright. A lot of readers read Judgment as, reconciliation, and I like to read it from personal reads that have come to this fruition, and from actual experience and proof that the Judgment card is separating the sheep from the goats. And if you like the goats, go for it. You know what I mean? Like it's like if you know the style of a person or the style of somebody and you're into that, it doesn't matter what energies are attached to them to you. That's how you accept and love them. So let's see what we got. If you stay together and you reconcile, well, let me just tell you, you're going to be so obnoxious about Taurus. This is cracking me up. Okay, Taurus, you're gonna be so obnoxious about like withholding sex from this person. You're gonna be like, no, Nucky, you're going to spend 7 years taking me out, buying me things, cooking and cleaning for me. It's like you're expecting so much to, quote, make up for this tower, whatever this was. Okay, I didn't investigate the tower. Selena will probably pull something more detailed. I'm pretty bad at like figuring out the behind the scenes stuff. I'm really good at like energy itself, you know, like where to go, what to do. Here's the outcome if you do not reconcile. I heard something nasty. Like I just channeled something like they're gonna say something nasty, like you never did anything for me anyways. Like you were never any good anyways, or something really demeaning and just like really shaming or degrading to the other party, that it's like something you can't take back when you say. So be aware of that. If you don't reconcile, it's because you have diminished the value of this person to a point, or they have diminished your value to a point where you can't get out of that. Like you can't change it. The death reverse, like you can't change what you did there. And I'm not saying that you did this, Taurus. This might be happening to you. I'm sorry if those energies are switched. But that is a final decision. It is the last straw. If you leave this person, it's over, okay? If they leave you, it is over, okay? Whatever happened here was really scarring. It was very severe. Like big no-no. Like you explicitly said, don't do this, and then they did that thing. Okay, that's what I have for you, Taurus. Back to you, Selena.
All right. So here's what I have. Taurus, you and this person found each other very attractive. Queen of Wands energy. I have the Page of Wands. So I feel like it started off, you know, you started talking to this person, right? I have 1111 here with the Queen of Cups. Feelings and emotions progressed. Very strong feelings. You have Cup energy here. Queen of Cups. Someone wanted to take a risk. And I feel like you did that. Okay. So you took a risk at something. And I feel like for a lot of you in this energy, something obviously didn't work because you got someone missing you here. So you're either not talking to this person, you block this person, something's going on to where someone's missing you. Okay. And I feel like very strongly in this energy that this is a mutual, I want you back. 10 of Cups. This person, you and this person, there's a lot of watching you online, okay? Wanting to know, are you thinking of me? Are you thinking of me? Watching you online, 7 of Swords. Are you dating anybody else? Do you want to get back together? Do you still have feelings for me? Okay. I have Page of Cups, Queen of Cups, and 10 of Cups. You could be dealing with a Cancer. I feel like this person wants to come full speed ahead towards you, Taurus. But I feel a little bit of, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Do you feel the same way? Do you want this? Do you want to jump with me? Do you want to take the risk with me? Okay. Someone in this energy is feeling very like, I feel like Spirit saying like you're mine. I don't know why I'm channeling that. Like you're mine. Okay. With the 5 of Swords, this person's looking at competition. This is why someone's looking online. Like they feel that you're theirs in a sense. Now, remember, roles can be reversed, but I'm picking up a you're mine. So even though you're not with me, I feel like we're together in this union of 11-11. And I feel with this missing you energy, right? 5 of Cups, this person wants you back. Okay. They want to build the 10 of cups together, and there's feelings and emotions here with several cup energies. Okay, this person could be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. There's fire here and there's a little bit of air. Okay, and I am feeling very strongly that someone definitely wants to reconcile here. This person, if you have this person blocked, they want you to unblock them. Okay, they are also doing something online with checking another account or going on another account to see what you're doing. There's something about spying online because they're still very much interested. And this person wants to take a risk. Again, you have the Fool energy here. They want to come in with Chariot to try to attempt the 10 of Cups. Okay. Now, again, you're going to have free will to decide, but I feel with this burden energy, this person doesn't want to be burdened anymore by this. They want the 6 of Cups, which is the soulmate energy. So I'm pulling very strongly of reconciliation here on my end. I feel that they want it very strongly, but again, you're going to have free will to decide. That's what I have.
Agree. They definitely got blocked. Somebody got blocked hard. I was agonizing over it. Cool. Okay. Gemini. I didn't do a very good. I was so into what you were saying, so I was like, well, it is similar, and yet it seems like more storylines on there. There might be a little group of Taurus people that decide for sure this time to move on. But why would you do that why would you do that during your birthday season? You know, that stinks. Nobody wants to be heartbroken during their birthday. That's no good.
That's right.
I mean, like, just suffer another month. It's fine. All right, let's do Gemini. Gemini, yay or nay? Reconcile or block? Gemini. How come I want to say she's a cold-hearted? She don't play by rules. Girl, don't play with fools. Oh man. Saint Michael, please protect Gemini. Virgin Mother, please understand Gemini's behalf. Let's do it. The Devil reversed. Awesome. Okay. 5 of Swords. Yeah. Hangman. This is a situation, again, like that air energy that I felt in the collective is kind of coming through in this Gemini already. There's air involved here, the 5 of Swords. Now, when I see the 5 of Swords in an air element and an air sign utilizing the air element, if it's in love, I don't get like too concerned about it because obviously Gemini is going to win the game. Okay, they're always going to be one step ahead, one upsmanship, and then the only thing that can outdo a Gemini is like true love or authentic self, or these things that are real. And there's something going on here in this energy where this person, you might have, Gemini, you might have been dealing with someone that has an addiction, somebody that can't keep it in their pants, somebody that just did a lot of wrong for a long time. 15 years, I heard. Okay, so this might be a long-term relationship. It could be 15 months. That's still long-term, right? But this person played you like a fiddle, and you know that they did that. Like you knew it was possible. You did it anyways, and you got a headache now. It's insufferable. And I feel like you're smarter than this person. You've always been smarter than this person, and you'll win the debate. Now, you can win the war. That's what I see is like if there's a war here, you're gonna win it. But the battles, you've lost many. This person is now authentically trying to come forward to you and say, no, I've really stopped. Like, I'm really working on myself, truly. Like, they're really trying. And I feel like you're just not having it. And I'm trying to build it up that way because I believe you, okay? Whoever this is for, I believe you. I believe that you've sat through enough. I believe that you've suffered enough. I don't know why you're still in it, but the reconciliation energy is the Hangman. They might they might convince you, they might be a Pisces, but they might convince you to see it another way. They might convince you, and they're not gonna hurt themselves again, I heard. So this might, this is really dark. I don't want to go there. I'm not gonna go there. But so this person might be in and out of some like mental health stuff that's really like, that they're not proud of. But you might know that about them already. You might understand this. You might love this person more than this person loves themselves. Okay? So let's just see. This is like not even patience anymore. This is just tolerance, actually. So the Hangman is like puzzling. You might actually be puzzled, like, are they really, after all this time, are they really figuring this out like they say they are? Are they being authentic? Are they really trying? Are they changing? Is this true? Okay, so you're questioning everything. And I'm going to get the energies. This is great timing to pull for what happens if you reconcile, and then what happens if you decide not to reconcile. Fuck. Ooh, Gemini. Okay. See, this is the thing. If you reconcile with this person, this is like comfortable. This is a pleasure of somebody that you're into. Okay, you're into their body, but you might not really like the same things. This might be a healer soulmate. The soulmate type that's the opposite of who you are as a person, but when you come together, it's so much chemistry and attraction. And this person, if you stay together, it's gonna be like beautiful. I'm getting a good outcome either way for you. If you stay together, it's going to be beautiful. You'll have makeup sex. It'll be great. Okay. It'll be like something you've been waiting for a while, or, like it'll have its just rewards. And yet there's going to be this tinge of, I married a teenager, or this person's eternally this way. They're not changing for real, and like, there's just going to be this tinge of mistrust that will remain in the relationship. I don't know what it will take or how long to get through that, but I do show that it's still going to be really good, and that you guys are building something together anyways. You might have joint accounts or a home together, or something where you share finances, so it's a little bit more comfortable that way. It's also like, this is your familiar, so you know their body, their smells, everything about them, what they like to eat. You're already in this pattern of like, I already know this person so well. This person might be more like your child than your person. Okay, they do stuff, but it's not like fulfilling on a certain level of, like, Geminis are really, really profound. They're extreme poets, and they're very deep. And they don't talk about that part of themselves. They don't share that, because then they might get hurt, and then they wouldn't have the upper hand, Now I show Gemini, this is great. Are you ready? Who's ready? Gemini, you are already manifesting a new person. Listen. It's in the bag, okay? Like, you're going to find the one if you do not reconcile with this person. So you can reconcile with them, and you'll be in this little piddly, okay relationship. It's cool, it's standard, it's the status quo. Or you can go find your healing, abundant soulmate. Oh, I can't show these cards, sorry. But yeah, you can go find your choice, the one that chooses you, the one that's healed, the one that's all healed up, ready for love. Not that everything is perfect, just that you're happy around this person. They bring you pure joy and happiness. So again, I have I don't know what's going on with my cards tonight, but there's a lot of bright side thinking. And whether you stay with this person or not, I do show a very bright outcome for you, Gemini. And that's what I got there. The sun is here, the star, and the lovers. Are you kidding? If you leave, your next person is going to be everything you ever wanted. Okay, that's what I got.
You were pulling some spicy 18 plus energy, Grace. I'm feeling it.
Are you getting into the mood?
I'm feeling it.
Are you getting in the mood? Gemini, what are you doing to us?
We're always in the mood, all right? Yeah.
Let's see with my kitty claws.
I promised myself, Selena, you're going to behave tonight, all right? So I'm trying to...
Do we need to add camels to Selena cards?
Yeah, see, they're getting wound up. They like the spice.
Do you mean humps or camels?
Yeah, I feel bad because I missed Hot Hump Wednesday this week, so I'm sure they're jonesing. They're jonesing. They're like, give it to me.
Oh my gosh, you're funny.
All right, so Gemini, what do I have for you? Could be dealing with a Leo. Okay, I have strong Leo here. I also have Aquarius energy. Leo, Aquarius, there's a lot of fire here. So you could be dealing with a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I have the 3 of Wands, the 11 of Wands. Listen, okay? You have some strong, passionate sexual energy here in the reading, Gemini. So whoever this was, they were either a strong Leo, a lot of fire placements. They could have Aquarius in their chart. This could have been a very intense sexual relationship. You could have had a lot of sex with this person. It could have been amazing. Okay, I feel like this person offered you something that was very intense. And I feel like, you know, you took that opportunity, you manifested it, okay? And you had it for an extended period of time with 1111 here. I do feel like obviously something happened because you had a cycle ending, okay? So a cycle ended here, and I feel like it had something to do with secrets. So there's obviously something hidden here that you didn't know. But I do feel strongly that there is strong feelings and emotions here. So the sex could have been incredible, Gemini. But I just feel like it wasn't just that. There was feelings and emotions here. With the Ace of Cups, I mean, you have 2 aces out of 2 different decks. Ace of Cups and Ace of Wands. So there was feelings and emotions here. And I feel like you both loved each other very much. And I feel at one point in time, this card was like this. Okay, so there was some juggling going on. There was someone couldn't make a decision. There could have been some secrets. Okay, there could have been something hidden. This actually came out in reverse. So I pulled the 5 of Pentacles next to this card in the other deck. So this is telling me if someone walked away, I feel strongly that they're thinking about you. And they're like, you know what? I've made a decision. So if they did something in the past, look at that. Also in reverse. If they hurt you in the past and there was a breakup or a heartache, they don't want to play no games anymore. This is someone that has made a decision that doesn't want to juggle. Okay. This person doesn't want to juggle. They want to heal and they want to progress forward. And I feel like for one of you, Gemini, if this is your energy or theirs, someone's kind of guarded now because of what happened. This is a guarded energy. This is now, hey, now I'm guarded because there's someone got their heart broke here. And I feel like with this closure card, this cycle ending, someone wants to start a new cycle. So I feel strongly in the energy that someone wants to reconcile this because there's a decision that has been made. You know, I feel like there very well could have been a lesson that was learned here by whatever happened. And again, you have free will to decide if you want to progress forward. But I feel that this was an intense relationship for some of you. Some of you, this was very intense. Again, there's a lot of fire in this reading. I have a ton of fire on this side. So it was very passionate. It could have started off very sexual. It could have progressed to maybe even friends with benefits. But I feel like maybe someone didn't want to commit, or they were juggling many things, and someone has decided, hey, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to do that anymore. You know, as we get older, you don't want to play no games, right? You want to come in and you want to come correct. And I feel like maybe this is a storyline of, hey, someone grew up, someone's maybe changed their tune on what they want on the journey, and they want to try it again, but that's going to be up to you. I mean, I see someone trying to pursue reconciliation if you want to give it a go. But I see like someone's going to be guarded for sure. I mean, you have the guarded energy here. As long as this person is not going to repeat the same cycle, has the lesson been learned? I feel for the majority of you it has, because you know, this card is not in the upright, it's in reverse. So that's what I have for Gemini.
Ooh. Cancer, I'm ready. Are you ready? Here we go. So somebody here has been researching nonviolent communication. And somebody in the dynamic, your person in this situation, has seen and heard you, and they said, you know what? I'm not gonna raise my voice. I'm going to learn about boundaries and the use of the word no. And we're talking in a very therapeutic fashion about what we won't allow. Now I'm getting two storylines, okay? So this is the first one that's nicer. And then we get to the mean one, just coming right up. But the first one that's much nicer is, listen, I really can't have that. Like, I love you, but we can't be doing this, okay? It's almost like when you really have to correct a child like super hard. They did something really bad and you're like, oh my gosh, we cannot steal things. Like, we don't do that, okay? And you're having this with this person, like, look, whatever that was, no more of it. We can't go there. I'll overlook it. And for you, Cancer, if it was any other sign, again, I would, again, like, it's the same as when Gemini, you know, draws the Five of Swords. For you, Cancer, drawing the moon is like, that's your home. You're really good at your subconscious, storing things in your subconscious and still acting upon your conscious higher self. You're really good, and you're just like, I'll just sweep it under the moon. It's fine, little sweetheart. Kiss them goodnight on the forehead and tuck them in, okay? That's kind of how I feel here. That one of you, one type of Cancer is like, this is a harsh talking to, but that you're going to sweep it under the moon and be like, I'll let the moon take care of it. And it's a very much like a bedtime story. I'm getting a very peaceful vibe. I'm getting a really like forgiving vibe. Then I'm getting another type of Cancer, and the claw came out. Okay. This is like a pound the fist on the table, angry dad. Maybe this is masculine Cancer energy. But I'm getting that we're talking at each other. It's not going well. Because this is like a smoke break to be like, I can't deal with this shit. Okay, like, this is an argument. This is a full-on knockdown, drag-out fight. It's hot, and it's all the info. It's all spewing. It might be insults. It might be, like, there might be hands. Okay, just keep yourself safe. I do not condone this energy, but I'm feeling it. The words are violent in this scenario, and there is something, the reason is that the person that's using this Chariot reverse energy, this heck to the no, hard break, car is broken, we're not moving, we're not going anywhere, but yet we have this huge hunk of junk that we got to figure out. Okay, the person that's using that type of energy, that is considering, well, no, the car's fine. No, bitch, the car don't work. Like, somebody's like, look, the car's broken down, okay? We're on the side of the highway. We're arguing. We're yelling at each other, right? And that person's using the moon to hide what they actually did. So someone here is keeping like some kind of big, bad, deep, dark secret from the other. And I do not condone this person at all. Like Cancer, call either there's like 100 readers on this chat group. Me and Selena, call somebody for a reading, because that, if you're in that situation, you need to talk to somebody. Okay, you can't sweep that under the moon. Tell you what. Now, I'll show like that. Remember that loving, beautiful Cancer energy that I was talking about? If you stay together, oh yeah, fair is fair. You're gonna go to counseling together. You're gonna, you're gonna be there for this person. You're gonna be supportive. You're gonna do what's right. You might even be their sponsor, okay? But this is like something that's very, very healing, very welcoming. But guess what? I also heard, I ain't doing shit. That's what I also heard in the reconciliation energy. Is like, all right, you can have my love and my healing support and I'll do this emotional labor for you for free. But I ain't doing shit from here on out. I ain't working on it with you, because on my side, nothing to be worked on. You do the work and you come to me. I love it. Okay. If you decide to part ways, not reconcile, not forgive, you will find, fear. Remember, the moon is fear too. You will find maybe some fear of getting back out into the real world. The WWE of the world is dating, and you're like somebody who might be traditional and want to go slow and date peacefully, and that's just not the vibe out there. That's not the winner's circle. You know what I mean? And you hate that about it, like you dread it. You like, I don't think I'm going to be dating anymore. You're not excited about dating. If this is you're worried, you're like, if this is the goodbye energy, which it very well could be. You're so over this person. However, you really don't, like, the reason you're still in the dynamic is because you don't want to date anyone else or anything. You don't want to do the dating process even. It's like way too soon. And then what also comes up in the, it's just so shitty. I'm sorry about this. But what also comes up in the process of not reconciling and going out there in the world is a fucking, like, an I'm sorry, and it's way too late. Like, it's way too late. And it could also be like you choose somebody to date here, and it's like, it's devastating to have to start over in your energy, Cancer. Like, you really don't want to do this again. I feel it, like you're tired. So hopefully this is that gentle conversation for you. I'm really wishing that for you, because like Cancers are so good. And they always get their man, okay? They always get their woman. Cancer always gets their person. Have you ever noticed that? Eventually they all like end up with someone. That's what I got.
All right. So interesting. I got the Emperor and the King of Swords over here.
Ew, okay.
I'm not liking that, Grace.
Well.
You know what that is.
That's a liar.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
I'm getting a little narcissism. Okay.
You're gonna die on that hill, huh?
Yeah. Emperor and the King of Swords. Okay. So Cancer, this could have been your energy or theirs. Again, take what resonates. But I definitely have someone, if they weren't a narcissist, okay, definitely have narcissistic tendencies on the Cancer side that came out. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is someone that was trying to control something, okay, to their advantage. I'm pulling that very strongly here. It could have felt very intense. You could have, at one point in time, you could have felt that this might have been twin flame. I can tell you that I don't feel it is. I feel that this could have been a false twin flame. You could have made a mistake. And I feel like someone's thinking back about that relationship, like what they went through, what happened. There was a lot of fighting. There was a lot of fighting here. But I do feel like in the beginning, there was a very strong sexual attraction here with the Queen of Wands. I just feel like there was a lot of breadcrumbing. You know, there was a lot of empty promises that could have been had here, that someone did. Okay. Could have promised you the world. You could have believed a lot of things, and a lot of things didn't end up happening or didn't come to fruition. Okay. And I just feel very strongly that this was definitely a soulmate. This could have been a karmic soulmate, that you were put on this person's path to learn lessons. Okay. You're supposed to learn lessons from each other. And I just feel very strongly that someone offered you something, but it wasn't a very good offer. Okay. It might have looked really good at the time, but what I see here in my cards is that I just feel like someone really promised you things that they couldn't go ahead and give you, right? And there could have been a lot of gossiping. I'm picking up gossip off the Page of Swords. There could have been betrayal here, talking behind people's back. And I just feel very strongly that the way it ended up ending for the majority of you in this energy, Cancer, wasn't good. Okay. It wasn't a good ending for some of you. And I just feel like for a lot of you, what I see on this side is you are now realizing who this person is. Okay. So I feel like Cancer, whether this is you or them, there was a lot of revelations here of, you know, I'm not going to let this person fool me anymore kind of thing. I don't see a reconciliation on this side. I see it as a lesson learned, and I see you progressing forward. And I do see this for both of you. I see if you try to pursue this, I don't see it lasting. So if you do want to reconcile with this person, it might only be for a very short stint of time. I don't see it going long term. But that is what I see on my side.
Wow. That's a tough read. All right. We love you, Cancer. Keep that head up. I hope you don't have to reconcile or block anybody soon. Okay, Leo. Pray for us. Oh my goodness. I'm reading my own damn sign. It always makes me nuts. And I don't know. How do you feel about that? It's nice to have a backup, you know, like a little backup singer here. Somebody to, like, you know, sing in the choir with me here. Okay, Leo. This is so, you little lamb. Okay, I can't. I want to cry. It's like hitting hard. It's hitting home. And I know so many Leos. I read for so many Leos. And I just feel it. Like, this is like you have been through enough broken situations and enough breakups and broken family situations to know what you want. Okay. And you've even made yourself very happy outside, kind of being an outsider, even in your own family or even in your own, you know, social groups or your workplace, or you're just always kind of, you know, they say that Aquarians are the weirdest. I sometimes feel like Leo is the weirdest, not weirdest, but the most like left out maybe, or resisted. Let's call it resistance. And that might be a projection because Leo, your strength card is here. And in reconciliation, you being a Leo, I don't know if you're going to, this could go either way. You could be fighting for what you want. So you could be fighting for the relationship because it's everything you ever wanted and you come from a really bad, broken family or something like that. Or you could be saying, I can see the future. I listened to Grace. I listened to Selena online earlier, and I believe them. And I don't think that this is what I want, actually. I could see this going really bad. Like, I could see this not working out so good. And so I'm going to stick in my little manifestation fantasy energy and be totally content and happy by myself. Because, hey, I was already by myself, potentially. You know, it's like, I got me, and that's what I got. It's a very Lone Ranger. It's not lonely. You're happier this way because you're not getting brutalized by people that are supposed to love you and value you, which is like, that's the part that makes me like freaking want to cry. But we're not going to go there. We're going to draw about what happens if you reconcile. Ew, there's some voyeurism going on. They are checking out every spot that they can find you in online. They're going to your LinkedIn. They're going to find you on Venmo. They're going all out on finding anything that they can get their hands on that has a picture of you, that has your energy on it. This person is like, I feel like you've turned the table. The person that breadcrumbed you and left you in this 10 of Cups, or the energies, like this is in general now. I'm getting like a general vibe, I'm getting a romantic vibe, but the energies that have done this to you, mark my frickin' words, Taurus new moon tomorrow is going to have its fixed signs in mind. And I feel like you're about to be free. Like, you're not going to have to wait anymore. This person is now desperate for you. You might have looked or acted desperate for them, but now they want your ass. Like, they have been following you, like you know how they say, like, the Page of Swords is stalking. They are obsessing, like, to an unhealthy point. To a point where you don't even know you flipped the script on them like this. You don't even know that you had this much power. But you did. Because of this 9 of Cups dream energy of yours, where you like, you know what, that's not my authentic self. I don't know if this was really would make me happy. I'm going to keep going with building my dreams, and I'm okay alone. That fucking boggled somebody's brains that you didn't go jump underneath somebody else, or that you didn't need that. And you're going to be open about it. This is the thing about you, Leo. You're going to forgive this person, and you're going to say, I understand. You don't even have to explain yourself. I understand what you're going through because you just put me through this, and now I had no idea that I could do the same to you, but okay, we're even. You know, it's going to be like if you get back together, you're going to be like, I didn't even know you would have felt that way. That's amazing, actually, that I had that much of an impact on you. That you leave this trail, and a lot of times readers say, Leo, there's nothing like being with a Leo. There's nothing like being, I know Lioness is probably going crazy right now, but like, there's nothing like having a Leo at your side, and you're starting to see, finally, like this Taurus new moon, I have a feeling about it. If you do not get back together, let's say you do not reconcile. Ooh, I think you gotta know, Leo. That's another thing about you is like your loyalty and your power, and you're like, I mean, like, I'm strong. I could get through it. Like, I should. If I never know, I'll never know if that would have been a 10 of Cups. Like, was I just denying myself my 10 of Cups? I'm waiting. I'm gonna wait. I'm waiting. And like, maybe the waiting is not necessary. Maybe you're blocking your own, your own blessings here. And so if you left tomorrow, let's say, you would wonder about this forever. You would have this like, and that regret of being like, could it have worked, will be heavier than if you guys got together and smashed and it was amazing and then they never called you again. You know what I mean? Like, you would rather get a one night stand out of this than like, that's the dagger for you, is like, you can't just let it go. You're not like Cancer. You can't just put it under the moon and let it drift away. You're like, I think I need to know. But you're definitely like in a good energy too if you do walk away, because you're gonna just work on yourself some more. And you're gonna manifest another person. But this person, there's this tinge, this tingling feeling, and it's like Gemini's reading feeling, but a little different. You know, it's like that FOMO. It's the fear of missing out on this person. Like, could that have been though? Because I just assumed that it wasn't, only because of the way they treated me and acted. So this is a very interesting reading. I definitely would say that it would be wiser maybe to know your risk tolerance. Listen to me, the insurance lady, right? Know your do like a cost benefit analysis of, okay, how much of, like, what could happen? What could I survive that again? Could I do that? Yeah, I could do it again. Or no, I can't. I'm not there. I'm feeling broken. I got other things to worry about. You know, like, where are you? You got to take a self-assessment and see where you're at. But there will be this little tiny hint of like, man, I wonder if that would have worked though, if you choose to move on from it. You're definitely going into your business and your money matters if you go away from this. Not saying that you're not going to if you get back together with this person, but you're going to be having a very vulnerable conversation. You're going to be letting your guard down. You're going to be having, maybe you won't have to wait. Maybe you were putting that, like, maybe you think that it should go a certain way, that you meet people and they're all virgins, and then you date at least 35 times before you kiss, and then you kiss, and then it's this way, and then you go to second base, and then, you know, like, that's not how things work. So that's maybe what your noble Leo brain is trying to tell you, and that's just part of your ego and upbringing, but it doesn't necessarily have to be true. So also there's a caged animal in there. So you might sacrifice the lamb, okay? I'm just saying. All right, that's what I got for you, Leo.
Interesting. All right. So
that was long. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah, there's no time limit. So no, that was really good. Leo, so like, what's going on here? I see. Did you have a karmic relationship going on? I'm also seeing a karmic relationship for you. Something that was a major lesson. Okay. You were supposed to learn from someone. Okay. I see 3 of Swords here. I don't know why I'm picking up for you. This was a waste of time. You might be channeling that, or you might be feeling that. Someone sending that to me. I wasted my time with this person. I'm picking this up. So you might feel that way, right? You might feel, hey, I wasted my time with this person, but Spirit wants you to know, hey, it was a lesson learned. You're supposed to learn lessons from this person. Someone sees you as the Empress. Okay. There was a lot of options here. I feel like whoever this was, they weren't giving you what you needed, what you desired. I'm picking that up here. Yeah, you weren't getting what you needed or what you desired. So I feel like, you know, you had to put your swords up and you had to say enough is enough with this person. This person, they either were playing games, they were lazy, they weren't doing something, okay? And you started to look at options, okay? You have the option card here. I feel like you put enough time and effort in and you finally said enough's enough. And I see many of you walking away. You could have been dealing with a Virgo. So I have Hermit energy here. I see Aquarius energy here. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius is coming out. Yeah, Yeah, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So I'm seeing Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Virgo. You could have also been dealing with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay. But I feel like someone made a decision to walk away because they weren't getting what they wanted. Someone wasn't happy. Someone wasn't fulfilled. Someone went within, and I feel like one day a light bulb went off and you went, this is not my person. Okay. This is not my person. And I just feel like you walked away. Okay. I feel like it might have taken some time for you to figure something out here, but you figured something out about this person. You're realizing that this is not your person, and you're going after wish fulfillment. And I feel very strongly that you both had some kind of wish fulfillment. And I feel like you decided to go a different direction. Now, is this person missing you? I feel like someone is a little bit. Someone is missing you. I think they thought that maybe you were going to turn around and walk back to them. I don't see that happening. For some of you, I feel like it's the best decision you could have made, because if you haven't seen someone else in your energy, if someone else isn't going to be coming in, they're going to be, if they haven't already. You have options here. Life is too short, collective. So I feel like if you weren't getting something from this person that you wanted, you needed, you desired, you're walking away and you're going after what you truly deserve. Okay. And I see this wish fulfillment here. You could be focusing on your money right now, your finances, your career. I'm also seeing Pisces energy here. I feel like this was some kind of karmic relationship, karmic lesson you were supposed to learn from this person. Spirit is saying self-love. Okay. I'm getting self-love in your reading, where maybe this person you were settling. Okay. And Spirit was like, hey, I wanted you to see that you deserve so much more. Self-love yourself and know that you can get so much more. And if you're not getting something from this person, you're going to find someone that's going to give you everything you're looking for. So why settle? Why settle here? I don't see reconciliation on this side. I see walking away. This person's not turning back around. You see this card here. They're not. Okay. They're walking away. I don't see reconciliation on this side. As you can see, the Three of Swords is in the upright. Leo, I see no reconciliation here. I see you going forward for the future, and I see you're going to meet someone else that's probably going to treat you 10 times better. This was definitely karmic is what I see here.
Ooh, I like the song in the chat. And I would walk 500 miles. Oh, now they're going to stop singing the Never-Ending Story. Shoot. That's the new winner, you guys. Good job. Now it's going to be in my brain.
So I don't know if you could see the chat. Can you see the chat, Grace?
Yes.
Oh, there we go. Crystal Lavender from Say You Love Tarot is with us. Hi, Crystal. Thanks for joining.
Wow. Hello, everybody. So, we're on Virgo. Oh my gosh. This is moving right along. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Virgo. Wow. Judgment on the mind. Okay. We're pulling the Judgment card upright a lot tonight over here at Tarot d'Amour. And the Five of Swords. The Devil reverse again. Somebody got these same three cards, but in a different order. What the frick? Is this broken? Hello? Said hello, universe. It's like, and you gotta call the 800 number. It's a 900 number, honey. Okay, I'm just saying. What do you got here, Virgo? What is this about? What even? Virgo, what are you up to? I'd like to say, I'm getting like, and I'm hungry like the wolf. Like, I'm getting like a wolf grin. I'm getting comeuppance. I'm getting vengeful tactics. Now, these don't have to be yours. But can a Virgo employ those things? Certainly. Certainly can. Now, Judgment. Yeah, we're fine. Everything's good. We can, let's get back together. Let's get the band back together. Sure. Totally. Let's do it. Fine. Totally. I let that go a long time ago. You were forgiven before you got here. No problem. But it's egoic. It's sabotage. You're sabotaging something. You letting somebody back in is on purpose, or them letting you back in. But I don't think that you did anything wrong here. I think that you're kind of yang it. Like you're just like, whatever. You're not even really into the relationship. It's very beneath you, or you don't have time for this, or you haven't really even examined your emotions. I get a very like high stress level of maybe running on your adrenal glands, which is always, that's always fun. Deep breath in and breathe out the mouth. Okay, Virgo. It is South Node energy, so you might be doing things to stay comfortable. Your sign is in the South Node right now, so this might be your safest bet for now, and you know that. I think that you're making some kind of. Okay, I think that you're trying to make some kind of move here that you think is like you're playing a game. And I feel like you think that reconciliation and forgiving this person is going to make everything okay again, and that you're going to win the situation, whatever situation this is. Some of you, not anybody on this chat or in the room, but some people in this are in polyamorous relationships. This is like an open marriage or some kind of sneaky bullshit that I don't play around with, but I know a lot of people do. So this is some kind of like, yeah, they'll never know. They'll never know that I know that they know that. It's just like, it's like a fucked up dream. It's like a stress dream headed your way, And I really hope that you're not doing this just to stay ahead of the game, or even like, oh, if this person, oh, that's another feeling I'm getting. Like your person already has their next person lined up for them. And if you guys do not reconcile, then they're going to go straight to that person, and you don't want that other person having your person. It's more about like jealousy or envy. Very interesting. Let's see what reconciling or not would do here. Reconciliation, I definitely would not reconcile this situation, but I think you're going to anyways. Reconciliation, you have bigger plans. You have bigger plans. This is a loveless marriage. This is like no sex. This is just, we're in it for the kids. And that you're very patient. You're waiting for something else. You're waiting for, you're very patient though at the same time. It just gives you peace to wait. I don't know what this is, but it's easier and gives you comfort and peace to sit through it and stay in this situation. Some of you might be married, and that might be another thing. It might be very complicated to get out of the situation, so you don't. And you might be like being like, yeah, I have to forgive them because we're married. I mean, you don't have to forgive them because you're married. How about that? How about that? Catch me outside. Let's go. Let's just catch me outside. We're getting out of here. Or maybe you have another person lined up for you by universe. You don't even know what would hit you if you left this person. The next person would come in so fucking hot and be so right to you. Something to do with your feet too. This person would have a thing with your feet. And they like your backside as well. So I don't know what's going on there, but wow. Your hair, by the way, like this person would also be like in awe of the way you wake up and like how you look when you wake up. I know they ain't talking to me, but I'm not a Virgo. So yeah, this new person sounds delightful, actually. This new person sounds really easygoing. I think that's the thing though. The dynamic that you're in right now, you have an easygoing person, maybe so much so that they just don't care about much. It just kind of feels really like, you know, like really, I don't know what's the word for that. But yeah, I feel whether if you stay, you're just there because you're very patient, and you know, you're not really gonna be. It's gonna be like strangers that sleep in the same bed, and then if you go, you're gonna meet somebody. You're gonna meet somebody immediately, and maybe you're a little bit afraid of that. Maybe you don't think that that'll happen or that you deserve it. Maybe you're projecting that your person would do that to you, but you're actually the one that would do that to them. I've had that happen before. That was in like 8 past lives ago. But I don't tell personal stories on here. Sorry. Anyways, I hope that helps you, Virgo. Did you get something similar?
Aw. I'm sorry. I was communicating with the chat room here.
Oh, hello, chat room.
Everybody's saying hello. So let's see here. Virgo.
This is better than mine for Virgo. That wasn't very fun.
Yeah. Well, Virgo, I see that you're there's a strong sexual attraction here. I'm pulling a lot of wand energy. Wow, fire, fire, fire. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I did pull the 1111 card here. I see equal give and take. So, you know, you might have wanted that, or you're going to be getting that soon if you haven't gotten it before. But I feel that you're very strongly sexually attracted to this person, or this person is to you. Find you very sexy, very attractive. You have the Knight of Cups here. So I feel strongly here that there's a lot of anxiety in this connection. There's a lot of anxiety. There's a lot of worrying. Okay. You're worrying a lot about this person. So are you still with this person? Or has this been an in and out thing? Because I do see someone walking away, but then I'm getting an energy of coming back. So there could be a lot of push, pull, in, out. There could be making up here. You could have makeup sex here for sure. You have Ace of Wands and Ace of Cups. Look at that. So it's not just sex. It's definitely feelings and emotions here. I see someone wants equal give and take. Wow, strong soulmate. Look at that. Strong soulmate. 6 of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I feel with the Queen of Swords here that someone really knows what they want, what they need, and what they desire. And I feel very strongly that whether this is you or them, someone really wants the 1111 with the Ace of Cups. Yeah, they want to fight for it. I feel like whoever this is, look what just came out. This is someone that wants to fight for this. So, yeah. So if you broke up with this person and there's been an in and out, this is someone that if you weren't together with them, missed you. Yep, thought about you often. King of Wands, my God. Oh my God, look at that. 2 different decks. Look at that. You have power couple. Look at that. You have the Queen and the King of Wands. This might be your person. This very well might be your person. So you have power couple energy here with the Knight of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and 1111. Look at that. Soulmate energy and the Ace of Cups with the 6 of Cups. I feel like if you broke up with this person or there was in and out, there was a reconciliation or there's going to be. I feel for the majority of you, if you're resonating with this reading, you're going to want to reconcile. You're going to want to fight for this. Okay. Many of you are going to want to fight for this. You're going to want to put the effort in because I feel like for a lot of you, you're seeing quality, long-term quality with this person. So if there have been some times where you've bumped heads, okay, and maybe that's why you're having anxiety, I feel like you're going to want to work on this. So I'm saying strongly, I do see yes. I see a reconciliation here. If you did block this person at one point in time, I see strongly that the majority of you are going to be unblocking this person if you haven't already. Because see this nostalgia here. So if you've blocked this person, boy, you regretted that decision. You regretted it because you love this person. Look at that. You love them. Of course you do. So I feel like this is a good reading for Virgo. I feel like for the majority of you, you're going to want to reconcile. If you have this person blocked, you're going to be unblocking them. That's what I see here to get your 1111.
Wow. I'm chatting it up over here. No sex concussions, you guys. That's no good. We need you in the game, okay? Keep your head in the game. Anyways. Let's do Libra. I think Lioness went 90-90.
Yeah, I don't think she's been feeling good.
Aw, she watches Leo and then she goes to bed.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do Libra. Okay, Libra. Sorry, I was chatting it up. I'm slowy. Okay, Libra. We have the Hierophant. Wow. And the Knight of Cups. Ooh. And the Three of Cups reversed, though. What the what? Seven of Cups on the bottom. Help me help you. Help me make it make sense. What is this? What is this? Okay. It started out really great, and that might be the way that your relationship was like perfect. This could be that the worst, maybe you have a really, really good relationship, Libra, with whoever you're with, and that you don't really need this reading and you're just being kind and you're just watching because you're a nice Libra who wants everybody to do well at tarot, right? But this might be that you might have a really great relationship going on, but you can't make up for lost time. Maybe you just can't get together with this person. This could be a long distance relationship. This could also be something that somebody skeezed on the marriage and said, "Hey, I'm a Knight of Cups. I'm a cool guy. I'm freaking the dude from Maroon 5. I'm a what's his name? What's his name? I don't know. But yeah, so somebody said that somebody told you about it. They're like, I'm a real cool guy, or I'm a real cool lady here. And they putting on their shades and they're like, hey, right? And they think that they're the Fonz over here. What's going on with that? I don't know. Something here tells me that it could be really lighthearted, that you just don't get to see each other enough. You might be putting love notes in their lunch, things like that, where it's just like, ships passing in the night. But you might even be saying something very simple like, you never take me out anymore. Well, all you do is eat bonbons and watch your stories. It's like, it might be like a classic sitcom from the 70s, which I never saw. Okay, so what is this reconciliation energy? This might just be a little tiff in the marriage, but I do see a higher commitment here and kind of like not an option to not reconcile. Maybe, just maybe, as much as you love this person, as much love as there is here and as much commitment as you've shown this person, and as much as you want this person, you might just be drawing that line in the sand and being like, not this time, my loving, okay? You might not take them back this time. Libra. Oh boy. If you reconcile, you have a real feeling about this, don't you? you feel that you're going to feel this feeling in the marriage, in the relationship, whatever it is, of needing to get out and finding someone else. You're going to, and that might be something that they feel if they're the cheater. It might not be something that is cured. They might just be like, that's the thing I do. I flirt, that's how I am. And it's just like, no, girl, you only have eyes for me. Remember when you sang that song to me? Right? Everybody. I only have eyes. It's such a good one. All right. So, High Priestess reverse. You know it's against your it's against your instincts to stay. For whatever reason, Libra, I'm getting that you might go big as the love is, big as the situation is. You might, and as much as you love this person, you might go. Because if you stay, you're going to be very resistant to the truth. And you're going to go into your own deep well of yourself. And take that as a beautiful twin flame soul journey lesson. Because if you had not been with this person in that scenario, you would have never learned these depths that are within you. Because a lot of times, Libra, you just go along with it because you want people to be, it turns into people pleasing, and then you lose track of what you like, who where your power is and what you prefer. You have no preference. And so this is very, if you stay in it, it can lead to personality issues and making up a scenario where one day you get out of the situation, where one day you'll meet your true love. Very interesting. You're living a double life if you stay. Oh, very, very, very interesting. Okay. If you go, it's going to be a quick rip of that Band-Aid. I'll tell you what. If you go, what is the King of Swords reversed in relationship to a Libra? You might be really severe in how you leave because of how much you love this person. You might be you might say something really, really harsh on your way out too. And they'll be like, that's just not like you, Libra. And you're like, I guess you don't know me that well. You'll double down on your energy. It's real harsh. Or they'll do that to you. You know what I mean? It's narcissistic energy. It's very much meant to bait you. It might goad some kind of escalation. So be very aware of that. This might require a little breathing space, okay? And you might be required to say, in the no energy or the not reconciling energy, you might be required to be like, okay, well, I don't know what I'm meant for if not this person. And you might be okay with that. That's a tough energy, however you look at this. This is tough. I don't know what to say, Libra. I love you. Okay, I'm trying.
You said the double life.
I have a Libra moon, so this is going to be real dark probably. Sorry about that.
No, that's okay. I see a lot of what you were seeing in this reading. So I'm actually seeing a lot of cards here that show cheating. Okay. So Libra, either you were cheating on this person or this person was cheating on you. But I see a lot of secrets here. Okay. And I find it very look at this. You got 2 moon cards out of 2 different tarot decks. Okay. So I feel very strongly that you both simultaneously were hiding things from one another. You both could have been talking to other people, okay, and the other person didn't know. Okay. For a lot of you, Libra, I'm seeing that that was mutual. You could have been both talking to other people, seeing other people while you were talking to this person. Okay. The 7 of Swords is here. So, and there we had 2 moon cards for Libra. So anytime when I'm doing the tarot, if I pull the 2 cards out of 2 different tarot decks and they're the same, I'm channeling that as that's both of your energies, right? So you and your person both had secrets you were hiding from one another. I feel like there was a lot of lessons learned here. A cycle was closed. I'm also picking up some kind of karmic lesson from this as well. You could have been dealing with a Virgo. So I pulled Virgo energy here. I have Pisces. I'm also picking up Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This person judgment. So you both could have created karma by whatever you did in the relationship.
Oh my God, it's so heavy.
Karmic soulmate. I'm seeing karmic soulmate.
Yeah.
And again, take what resonates, right? I mean, because I'm a Libra rising, and if it's not your reading, it's not your reading. But I feel like for a lot of you, the energies we're picking up on, there was a breakup here. Someone walked away and you are not talking to this person. This is a block. So 2 of Swords in the upright. Someone has blocked this person. Either this person blocked you or you blocked this person. But I don't see talking in this energy. I see someone putting up their sword and saying, no, okay, cutting someone out of the energy. And Spirit is saying because the cycle was over. So when you've learned enough from this person, when you've done as much as you can to learn the lesson, you know when that's your time to walk away. And I just feel like you had someone who was very jealous or had some kind of insecurity. So whether that's you, Libra, or this other person, I just feel like there was someone was very insecure, didn't trust.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm picking up on their trust was broken here. And I'm just getting deception here. I do see cheating, and I see that on both sides. I don't see it on one side. I see both of you doing some kind of something sneaky here with the 7 of Swords and 2 moon cards. Now, I do see someone in the energy wanted reconciliation, but then I'm also picking up another energy that does not want it. Someone has closed the door and permanently walked away. I feel like someone has blocked someone, and that might be for good reason, Spirit is saying. Okay. So if you have blocked this person, my recommendation is to keep this person blocked. I would, there's more fish in the sea, right? So there's a million people in this world. If it didn't work out with this person, there's a lesson learned here. I feel like someone else better will come along. So I don't see reconciliation here for Libra. No.
Like literally 4 billion hot dogs and hoo-has out there, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I feel too, like what you said, Libra's, that there was like a mutual friend involved, or there was some kind of like open marriage or poly situation or something. It was messy, and it was like 2 wrongs making a right, and like you trying to manifest, or someone trying to manifest from that space of like, well, we've been through a lot together, and it's like, what? Like, it's really messed up.
I was picking up on that. Someone could have had someone they said was a friend, and I'm seeing maybe something more than that.
That was super telenovela for both of them.
Yes.
Okay, Scorpio. Whoa, this looks really good. Yeah, okay. Return of the Jedi, I heard. You might be like really into watching a certain series together, Battlestar Galactica, Star Wars, lots of nerd stuff out there for you to do with this person. And I show that this person and you, this is way different than what I was getting for the other two street. This is like entirely new slate. And that's how I feel. It's like this reconciliation energy is so there and ready. The truth is what will set you free in this. If they come forward with full truth and transparency about what they want in the long term, and they might have returned after a long journey. I'm showing like a shipwreck, and this person like, oh, water, like they're starving because of where they've been and what they've seen since you've been gone. Well, since you've been gone. Am I right? Is that good? Anyways, the Ace of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles, though, like big truth coming out about the future and what they want to do with the future. Now, if you are with a known narcissist and they are diagnosed, okay, you might be dealing with a serious future faker. Like this is like trying to convince me even. And I'm like, B, I know already what you be doing, so good luck. The dog's looking at this like, are you serious? So it's like, this person thinks they got everyone convinced. And getting all these like two different scenario things. Light energy, shadow, I'm not sure. Masculine, feminine, not sure what it is. But major energy, 89% towards this is a really good dynamic. You guys talk it out. You guys hash out what you want in a dynamic. You work as a team. You're a power couple long term. This is somebody who like forgot to take out the garbage. It's like not a big deal. You might have a big family. Lots of cool house. Nice cars, things like that. So that's what I'm sensing here. In the good energy. In the bad energy, I'm sensing like, 2%. That there's people out there that they're like, here's who I am, and then they're vulnerable narcissists. They tell you the entire truth about themselves and all of their histories, and they reel you into these stories, and then they hit you with a bunch of promises and beautiful things. And they're like, I fucked up. Like, I didn't deserve you or whatever it is. And they say exactly what you want to hear. And they know how to play you like a fiddle. They know exactly what you want. So they say that. And you're just going to have to probably not take that back. Okay? So my suggestion is if you're in a long-term relationship or if you know this person and you've been and it's pretty good all the time with this person, chances are that's what it is. It's just like a small reconciliation. If you're not with this person and they come back, the Six of Swords reverse, out of nowhere, or if they're, it feels like I'm getting like kind of like surprised or hit by something. So like if they come back, you'll be like, you like what again? And this might not be the first time they do that. So all right, if you reconcile. Well, one of you might be divorced already. So there might be like some kind of like fear, or like one of you might be a widow, but like there might be this fear. If you stay together, you're like, well, at least I'll get the house, and at least I'll get the car and the kids, and at least I have my kids. If you stay together, this is a strange thing. Like you have some really effed up stuff going on underneath these beautiful cards. This feels kind of interesting. Like it's like the Joneses family, or what are those like, secret housewife type stories, that there's a lot of stories underneath. Of course, because Scorpio are the secret keepers. Now, if I wanted to dig, I'm sure Selena will pull it all up. But like, I show you feeling like, okay, I'm still a mother, I'm still a wife, I'm still a dog mom, I'm still, I still got my stuff, I got my job, I got my house, my purse, whatever. No matter what, I'll be okay. That's how I see you in the dynamic, Scorpio. No matter what, I'm gonna be great. If we ever got divorced, I'd win everything. So no problem. It's like, this is a very, at this point, what's love got to do with it? It's kind of interesting. All right. What is happening if you do not reconcile? Oh, well, the how do I say this? When did I get shy? The makeup sex is going to be off the chains if you do not reconcile. It's going to be so forbidden and dark. You nasty Scorpio. That is going to be amazing. Whips and chains and all kinds of fun things. And it's going to be a secret, which you love. It makes it even better. Ooh. There's going to be some amazing goodbye sex here. Amazing. It's going to come, like, I feel somebody coming up from behind too, and you being like, wow, like kind of thrown off. But like, I didn't know that this would happen. And you going for it anyways. Like, yikes. Okay. That's what I got for you, Scorpio. Some of you, if you stay together, someone might get pregnant, by the way. Anyways, wrap it up, B.
Okay, so all of a sudden I started getting real warm. Okay? Started getting real warm. Yeah, Scorpio. Yeah, I was getting the same thing. So I was feeling the same energy. So you definitely have it's going to be spicy in the bedroom. Okay? That you definitely have some kind of sexual connection with this person. Okay? Let me just say, you're very sexually into each other, okay? You both find each other very attractive. This is definitely soulmate energy. I pulled the 6 of Cups, okay? And I feel like you both want equal give and take. I feel like I'm pulling energy of you both might think about each other a lot. Some of you might not be able to sleep, okay? Because you're thinking about this person. And I'm thinking about going back in time. This is my time machine card. I'd like to go back in time and fix something, okay, between the two of us. There was definitely something that was deceptive, something that happened, right? Because the deception is next to Temperance. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius. This is Sagittarius here. You could also be dealing with a Leo. I'm picking up that Sagittarius and Leo are here because someone wants closure, strength, and forgiveness for whatever happened. And I feel like this person wants to take a major risk and try again. So I am seeing reconciliation here with the Temperance card. Could also be dealing with a Virgo, Pisces. All right. I do see strong sexual energy here. So the Knight of Wands, okay. This is where the strong passion's coming in. Someone's looking at someone as the Empress. Someone put someone up on a pedestal. I feel you ended a cycle with this person. There was some cycle that ended between you and them. So however you were acting with this person, whatever you were doing, the cycle of that point in time has now ended. Okay. And I see very strongly that whatever that ending of that cycle was something with deception, something that was hidden. Right. But I feel strongly now that someone's growing up a little bit in a sense that their priorities are different now. Queen of Pentacle energy is telling me that someone's focusing on money and finances. Someone could be, someone could have changed jobs. Someone could be working on saving their money. Yeah, something has ended for something new to begin. Scorpio, your card was hidden. So that's telling me that you don't possibly see it yet, okay? When the card is hidden, you might not see it yet, right? So you might not see that this cycle might start up again, or a new cycle or a new way of handling this person. So you had a cycle with this person that has ended. Now something has ended for something new to begin is hidden. So you might not see this yet. But with the Fool card here, I feel like someone wants to take a risk to start something again. So do I see reconciliation here? Yes, I see that here. Now, remember, you have free will. You have free will to decide. You know, only time is going to tell, but I do feel that sometimes time does heal wounds. And for many of you, Scorpio, there could have been a lot of time that has passed here. And again, I'm seeing almost like a growing up energy. Someone has grown up in a sense of how they were acting before. Priorities might be different now. So that's what I see here. I see a strong soulmate. I see you make up with this person. Like Grace said, I think the makeup sex is going to be incredible. But that's going to be for you to decide. So yeah, I see unblocking here, and I see a reconciliation if it hasn't happened already.
Ooh, suck it to me like you want to. Ooh. That was not makeup sex. That was goodbye sex. Goodbye forever sex. This is our last time. Off the chain. But also probably, you know, it's a Scorpio, so okay. So there's that. Saggy, Selena, what if I read you for filth? Would you say so?
What?
What if I read you for filth? Would you say so?
You get right ahead, girl.
Never. You never divulge. You never.
I am an erotic romance writer, so you know.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
What's your Venus?
Oh my goodness. My Venus. Now I'm having a
moment.
I'm having a moment.
Oh.
It'll come to me. I'm getting old.
That's okay. Don't say that. It was the same age. All right. Okay, so Saggy, hi. How are ya? Woo, Saggy, it's been a time. Or it's been some time, okay? I feel some of you are recovering from something kind of difficult, okay, with to do with child rearing or child bearing, okay? Reproductive rights, things like that. Someone's having a difficult, like passing through some kind of journey on that. And they're looking at their life and they might be deciding, or this is somebody who's like, their whole life, they're like, I don't want kids. I never want kids. It's so annoying to me. I don't want kids. I'm 24. It's like, come on, dude. Like, what do you even know? You can change your mind, too. Like, how do you know that now at 24 years old? Like, anyways, I don't want kids ever. They might be changing their mind.
I gotta tell all my business.
Yeah, did I? I don't want kids. I'm kidding with you. I know that. I had to make a joke because some of that was a little heavy, you know. All right, so you got the Chariot here, and it's like going for something. It's like maybe I do, you know, or I'm gonna go adventure. I'm gonna go. Maybe I'll meet my person, or maybe you have a person that's like distant or remote, that's like far away, and you go see them in their little Sagittarian love nook. See inside the Chariot, there's somebody in there. There's a driver even, and it's kind of like, oh, it's a little exhibition. Okay, all right.
Grace, don't tell all my business now.
Get out of my brain. Anyways, I see sunsets, like something to do with sunsets being very important to both of you together. There's a fast idea there's a spontaneous idea like, let's go. I'm gonna take you to Peru, and we're gonna climb the Andes Mountains. Is that in Peru? I don't remember. But we're gonna do this super adventurous thing together, and like you're all about adventure, right, Saggy? So like, I see you, and you don't care if this person isn't like you. You're like actually intrigued by that, and it energizes you. I see this going pretty well. That like this might be someone from like long lost. This might be like the person you never got a chance in high school with, you know, or oh, I just got like Jenny Jones. I was a nerd in high school, but look at me now. Anyways, this is you letting it go. Okay, this is like letting a past version of yourself that was rejected. Now it's like, holy shit, look at Sagittarius. What is all this? Like, new level achieved. My goodness. Okay. And so I see you just really excited. You're feeling yourself too about being seen, at least. You know, maybe I don't know if you want this, but you might have a moment where you get to like have some comeuppance, you know. But you might have a moment where you're like, and you know what you did in high school? You kissed Becky Smith during the song that was supposed to be our song. You know, it's just like you might bust them out in front of everybody for what they did to you. And I show it's like kind of really hilarious, and everyone has a good time, including you. You might have like the best time. So I do show that this is kind of like yeah, and another thing, like it's funny, and you let it go. So it's like you're in the driver's seat, definitely. You're wiser than this. You've been through a lot, and maybe what happened at the time that they did something bad to you, it's not really that bad anymore. Like you're like, oh man, that's happened to me like a million times, and I forgave this other person thousands of times for the same fucking thing. But you, of course, yeah, I the good one, I let you, you know, I let you go. Well, that was dumb, Saggy. Like you're kind of like in a very changeable energy here, of course, because you are mutable, right? So these ideas, they come very quickly. If you decide to reconcile, I get someone. Oh, this is cute. It's sweet, but it's funny too at the same time, and it's like also really sneaky. You guys might find a hidden spot, like a Burger King bathroom or something. I'm kidding, but you might like have a game of. But you might have like a game of like where you're gonna go hide, you know, like in public, or I don't know. You might have like a, maybe you're with this person and you're like, I've had sex in that spot. Oh, me too. I've had sex over here. And like, you know, you're just like, you're pointing out like different areas, or like maybe you're going to the beach, or it might be like, this is stupid. Let's go back. Like, like this is like very uncomfortable. I have sand in my pants, you know? That was a terrible idea, but it was funny and fun. Okay. So you might do something on a dare.
Oh my gosh.
That is really funny to me. And I know that you might take them back, but just to get even with them and like make them pay.
Oh my gosh.
If you do not reconcile, you will find oh damn. You and your standard, Sag.
VIP.
You're very VIP, huh? Suck my toes, I heard. Kiss my feet. Grovel. You're like so funny. You're like I love this. I love saying this in meetings. You're like the Empress. You're back. If you decide not to, I don't think you're gonna reconcile with this person. If you do, it's gonna be kind of like, you know that game where it's usually a woman that does it, but she invites this man to her hotel room, and then she gets him all naked, and then she steals his clothes and runs away and locks him in the room or whatever because he has no clothes. That's kind of what I feel like you do if you reconcile with this person. Like you play like a practical joke on them. Or you'd mess around with them and then like just leave it alone. You know, it's like no big deal. It's no skin off your back. You didn't do anything wrong. And it's just like pure fun and enjoyment. And then if you don't reconcile, what I show is like super kind of like snobby, uppity, you know, but totally into yourself. Like it's this very, very borderline, very borderline arrogant here. But it's like the Empress on her throne, like, how dare you bring me this spoiled meat and these rotting grapes, like, out of my way, get out of my sight. Like, it's just like so funny. Like, I see you being very picky, very domineering, very like not good enough, like nothing is good enough for me. And I show that is actually a vulnerable part of you. This is where I gotta get you. Little Leo comes in and like, but what about your heart, Saggy? This is where you're displaying. Yes, you want a deep soul connection, but you're really having trouble finding it because it's like this energy of perfectionism is so hard on yourself that like it's everyone else is affected by that in your love life. So that is the Sagittarian quest, though. Like they are the Highlander of the zodiac. There is only one person in the world for Sagittarius, and they will fucking become a skull in a deep, dark, undiscovered cavern full of cobwebs and other creepy crawlies before they would admit to being with someone that they don't want. they will take death over that. Like, they're like, yeah, fuck that shit. I'm not doing that. And that's this, like, I would rather die on this hill looking for my soulmate than accepting the losers that are coming through my life. Like, it's a very, and at the same time, I'm like fucking slow claps. Huzzah for you, Saggy. I love your shit. Signed Leo Bestie, but like, yeah, that's what I got in this reading. It was a really funny reading. I'm sorry. I can't.
So I got two storylines here, and I was pulling some of that energy from the past. So Saggy, whatever the past person did to you, yeah, I think whatever the past person did to you, you're still holding some resentment there, right? Stabby, all right? It takes us a while to get over shit, you know? I see that here. I see you remembering, right, what this person did. They say Sagittarius in the tarot is walking karma in a sense. So, you know, I mean, hey, if this person wronged you, you might be their karma, okay? So I feel like the past energy, Sagittarius, whoever that was to you, whatever happened, whatever wrong they did, I feel like, yeah, you have this, you know, attitude here of they're gonna get theirs, right? And I feel like you believe in that, right? You see the karma here in the tarot as far as it coming back on whatever happened here, but I don't see you pursuing anybody from the past. From what I can see on this side, I don't see you pursuing any past energy. So I do see some past energy here, whether they're thinking about you or you're still reminiscing on what happened from the past. I don't see you giving past energy a second chance. I see a lot of lessons learned here. I see you remembering the wounding of whatever happened. Not in this lifetime anyway. I don't see you giving any past energy a chance, okay? I see you looking ahead for the 10 of Cups, and you pulled it twice, okay? So if you're dealing with a newer energy, okay, I see you wanting something to work out this time. 2 10 of Cups. 2 out of 2 different tarot decks. Look at that.
Wow.
2 different 10 of cup energies here. So I see a cycle has ended. So the past energy, I feel like that's over, that's done, that's closed, right? And I feel like there's something here about wanting to collaborate with some kind of newer energy. This is, yeah, I want to show you my talent and I want to work with you and I want equal give and take. And maybe you didn't get that in the past. And I feel like you're dealing with an energy. This person could have water in their chart. Okay. They could have Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio in their chart. This person also could have Leo in their chart. Gemini is here. I see Pisces. I see Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay. So that could be any of the signs you're dealing with, but I see you talking to someone new. I see a newer energy here. Okay. I see spicy communication coming in and I see you going towards the new. Okay. And something about like, this is my person. Okay. I see something about like, ain't letting this person go. All right. This is, yeah. Look at this. Look at this. I just noticed this. The same out of 2 different decks again. So 2 10 of cups and 2 4 of pentacles. So that's
super grudge. Okay.
whoever this person is, you both want each other for yourself. You don't want each other to date anybody else. This is my person. Okay. And yeah, I feel like whoever this new person is, yeah, you want it all with them. You might, yeah, you might feel these feelings of love. Maybe you haven't said it yet, but I feel like you're going to go towards the new. I don't see you reconciling with the past. I just don't. I see you moving forward for the future. I see you saying no to the past. All right. So I see you pushing past energy away. I see you being guarded against the past energy. I don't think you'll trust the past again, to be honest with you. No matter what they try to do, what they try to say, come in, persuade you, you are focused on the prize of the future. And that's what I see. If you have this person blocked, leave them blocked, Saggy.
Bye. Oh no, your sound.
Can you hear me?
Your sound dipped out there for a second. It's good now though, I think.
Okay.
Got it. Yeah, bye. See you later, said Sag. Cool. I like how you gave Sagittarius a whole other love reading on top of
Hey, I had to see what I saw here, right? You had 2 different rows of energy.
I mean, no, you deserve it, Saggy. Nothing but the best for our little Saggies, right? Okay. Capricorn. Wow, I must say, I don't get any bad energy here. This is like the first straightforward, yes, you should reconcile reading I'm getting tonight. And there might be some stories underneath this. Obviously there are, because the Fool is here. Selena, I have a feeling you're going to pull the opposite. But I'm making that call right now. so here we go. So we have the Empress, okay? Now, this could be a mutual feeling. You both feel this way about each other. It's a very, like, feminine connection. It's very sweet, nurturing, caring, consistent, considerate, loving, like teachable moments. I heard just like extremely gentle and kind, like, and then the 2 of you together is like kindness killing the room. Like when you're together, the energy is just like this, like, whew, it's radiant. Like you're radiant, they're radiant, you're attracting like when you're out together, people are like, can we be in a throuple with you, Capricorn? Like, people are into you two being together. It's kind of cool because there's not a whole lot of aggression going on here at all. And if you're going to take it out on anything, it's going to be in the bedroom, and it's going to be between you two. And that's where I show it being like balanced out. One person taking charge. This could be a same-sex relationship, but I show talking very much about what happened. Like, one of you is like, hey, just the hey text, and then the other one doesn't even get mad about the hey text, you know, like hey at this point is like WYD. It's so lame. It's just so lame. And you're not even, I think you would feel so good around this person that hey feels like it's legit, like it's like sincere. And that it was a big bold step for them to say hello to you. Does this make sense? I hope. But I feel like you're gonna go. I'm hearing that song, like I want to belt it, and I wish I had Broadway training. My voice is real like home, you know, self-taught. But that song from, I don't know what Broadway show it is, but she's like, "Come what may." I think it's Moulin Rouge. And Nicole Kidman ain't no singer either. So, anyways, that song of she's some kind of weird alien, in fact. Anyways, and I don't like, not the good kind of alien. Anyways, moving on from the spaceship. Capricorn, you're about to take a big, like, huge leap of faith in some direction towards a person, I think. Now, the Fool can also be like, I'm single and free and I do whatever I want. But in this case, I'm really feeling the nudge very, very, either way, whether you're with this person or not, whether you reconcile or not, you have good feelings about the person that you're reconciling with. Like, this is a very, if there is no reconciliation or you're not staying together, this is a very amicable split. If you stay together, it's still super like, all right, let's go for it. You know, it's like still like, so it's really up in the air, and this is like a gift. I just heard that this is like a silver platter to you, Capricorn, and that spirit is giving you exactly what you want, if you want that. It's like a choice. It's, you know, and love is a choice. So like they put a person in front of you that has the exact energy that you have attracted, and they are in the exact same energy as you are. It's wild. It's really wild. So let me just see what happens if you reunite, you reconcile. This is highest self energy. Yeah, you're going to stay strong and protect this connection. One of you is like a soldier or a veteran or something. One of you is peaceful and like will do anything to make sure the other person is okay. Very accommodating, very nurturing, like I said, the Empress. So it's like overboard giving. But when, you know, it's not bad to give, you guys. Like, imagine if you found another giver. Like, that's what this is like. We're both giving to each other all the time. This is the kind of like attracts like energy that you want in your life. Birds of a feather in that regard, okay? Because life can be quite, you know, this way, black and white, you know, two things can be true at the same time. And in this situation, you guys are going to feel like you won the fucking lottery. And you'll do everything it takes to stay in this dynamic and remake almost the past. Like, remake it. You're gonna like be like, okay, we're gonna make a movie, and the movie's gonna like, it's like you could have written a movie about your past, you know? You're gonna work on that together and rewrite the story so that you see it in a different angle, and you see this is like true reconciliation. If you do get back together with this person, it would be like a retelling of the stories that you were saying to yourselves while you were separated, because you were miserable. It would be that admonition, I want to say, but admitting that somebody comes forward and says, I'm fucking miserable without you. And that just snowballs this whole thing of like positivity and warmth. It's beautiful energy. Now, don't forget, there's a big energy behind this Fool that says, what if I don't stay in the connection and I move on, right? I'm ready and open to new things. I don't really want to get super deep in love with someone. You know, like that could be that energy. This could also be like, let's see, fuck it, let's see what happens. You know, like let's go forward in this connection together and see what happens. So like the Empress here, man, it's win-win for you, Scorpio.
Now you said Scorpio. Did you pull Scorpio energy from
Did
that?
I just say Scorpio? I meant Capricorn. You know, and I meet a lot of people with like I have a lot of clients that have Scorpio in their chart heavily, but they're Capricorn. So that's probably why, I don't know. I might be talking subconsciously here. But thank you for busting me. I'm kidding.
No, that's okay, because they might be dealing with a Scorpio.
Could be Aries, Taurus, Leo. Lots of Leo in the reconciliation energy.
I pulled Leo as well.
Okay. I haven't said a lot of signs up until today or to right now. Okay, so if you do not reconcile, I show that you might still, this is kind of like showing up like Leo's was, because I'm getting the same feeling, and I don't usually remember stuff, you know, like I say shit and then I move on, right? The Fool. But this one I'm feeling like how Leo's felt is you would still be like really wanting to be with that person. You would not be able to let that go, and you would probably spend your time, I'm getting like somebody at a machinery job, like doing like mundane things and thinking about their person and how it's going to be and what you want. This person, whoever this is in your life, Capricorn, that came through it, is showing you that you can have what you want and that you can manifest your person, whether it's them or not. It's a beautiful energy. It's like pure love. You're actually like really thinking a lot about it, and you're really moving. There also might be like this big urge inside of you, just like Leo, to like be like, man, but we should have fucked. Like we should have. Oh, I would have liked that, but you're saving it up for marriage, and I don't know why you're doing that to yourself, or to this person, really. I don't know why you became such a, if you're the Fool, then you might really want to be exploring platonic, you know, intimacy with people, which those are two of my favorite words put together, you know. But like in this situation, I'm like, it's right in front of you, Capricorn. Like if you reject the thing, and you know what, that is also a sign of like ultra success, manifestation. The highest level of Maslow's pyramid is self-actualization, where, you know, it's rare when you meet someone who's as high quality as yourself and you let it go with love. It's rare that it's just like it simply wasn't in the cards. Like it simply wasn't meant to be. And I love them anyways, though. You know, it's like, it's, wow, this is moving. I'm actually really, okay, I'm talking a long time. I'm deeply moved by this reading. And this person that you're saving up for, you might be like trying to meet the right one. Like you might actually like because you met, if you're not going to reconcile with the person in this reading, then the next person that you meet is going to be like the one, because you will be only moving towards that in the future. And that's why you moved forward from this person. Even though this person does communicate a lot, maybe you just don't have enough in common or whatever it is. Okay. And I don't know. It's happy either way. So yeah, I show you very, very like strong and protected in this energy if you stay. I show you very, very focused and renewed if you leave. I want to fight with this person. All right, let's move on. Okay, really interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. Capricorn, you could be dealing with a Cancer. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I also see Leo here. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. All right. I see you wanting to go towards someone that you've had history with. So a little similar to what Grace saw here. I do see you wanting to go towards someone. You have the Chariot here. You're thinking about someone an awful lot. Six of Sword energy. So you want to go back in time. This is someone from your past. You think about them a lot. Okay. You dream about this person, Spirit's showing me. You might even have trouble sleeping. You dream about this person. You think about this person an awful lot. If you've already had sex with this person, Capricorn, this person, you're thinking about it. You're thinking about the sex that you had with them. It could have been the best you've ever had. Okay. King of Wand energy. I feel like you're very sexually attracted to this person. But someone's coming across as a page. So I feel like someone's immature here, whether this is you or them. But I do feel that this person is wish fulfillment to you, but there are secrets here. So there was lies and deception here. Okay. And I feel like that is possibly the reason why you and the past person ended. You're not talking to this person. What I'm seeing on this side, Two of Sword energy, there's a block. This person could have blocked you or you could have blocked them. Someone was being deceptive in this energy, Seven of Swords. I feel like someone stalked someone online. Capricorn, do you do this or do they? I feel very strongly a lot of this is coming from your energy. Take what resonates. But I am picking up a stalking online, following someone online, watching someone online. If you have another person in your energy, this other person that you are associated with knows that you're doing this. Spirit just said yes. So if you have multiple people in your energy, someone might know that you're still interested in this person in the past. Okay, so be cognizant of that. Spirit says whoever else is in your energy, they know. They're aware that this person's still on your mind. Okay, or this person thinks about you. Take what resonates. Roles can be reversed. But I see this immaturity here. So either there's a lesson that's not learned. Someone keeps repeating the same cycle. Someone's not learning a lesson. And something is, yeah. If you have this person blocked, or that, I feel like someone's going to stay blocked in this lifetime. I see this, look, Two of Swords in the upright. This block is here. I don't see this block opening. I don't have Temperance here. I don't have anything showing me that you are going to take this person back or this person's going to take you back. I see you might think about this person a lot. You might crave this person's energy. You might long for this person. Or this person might do that for you, but I just don't see a reconciliation here. I see possibly a wish fulfillment. I see you might be thinking about it an awful lot, but I don't think the trust is, I don't think you can get the trust back. Whatever happened, that was destroyed. I don't see it. I just don't see it in this lifetime. So I would say no to the reconciliation on my side, but again, you have free will to change that.
Little did you know I was cross-watching for myself. Thanks a lot. I'm kidding.
Aww.
It's okay. I'm the page that blocked him, so.
Aww.
Oh well.
So did you resonate with that, Grace? A little bit?
I mean, you said there's a lesson here that never learns, and I never learned. So I am a Cap rising, and I might do what I always do, and continue to not learn, and then learn the hard way.
That's okay.
I might have to do that.
That's okay. I was with a Capricorn for over 2 years, so I know.
They are some of my favorite people to be with. Once you warm their little hearts up, they get real cool. But anyways, okay. Anywho, let's do the weirdos. Aquarius, who's here? I love my Aquarius people. Okay. See my info, please protect Aquarius. 10 of Pentacles, okay. Tower reversed. Lovers. That Lovers is loaded. Like loaded nachos I got. I got a person carrying, I got a weird like stadium and a person carrying a bunch of stuff. And they got to keep the nachos platter from spilling. And so they got to lay it flat, but they got like, 4 drinks in their hands and they're like, they got like the foam finger and like a beer hat on and like they're carrying all this stuff for the person that they're with. And the person that they're with ain't doing shit. And so I feel oddly like you might be someone's clown here, or you might feel at this point that you're just this person's entertainment. And maybe you don't mind that, Aquarius. Maybe you don't mind. Maybe you have no pride when it comes to, helping a person feel good about themselves. Or one time in a reading, an Aquarius man told me, I was like, I would deliver something bad and he would change it on me. And I'd be like, that's fucking frustrating. Did you not hear what I just said? Anyways, but I said to him, your car's going to break down, for instance. And he said, well, that's good because I know what car you're talking about and then I can be of service to my wife. And I was like, fuck you, man. Where do you find a bag of used laying around? Like, I want a person that says like positive things out of crap, making shit into gold, spinning gold out of shit. How do you do that? Good job. That's alchemy. And I feel like this is your dynamic. Like you're really like Aquarian masculines are very weird. They're kind of a little bit, this is not a cut, but they're a little bit like Sagittarius feminines. Aquarian masculines have a really hard time finding their person. And they get convinced though, like not unlike Sagittarian Aquarian masculines will be convinced time and again that this is the one. This is the one. No, this is the one. No, this is the one. And then they wonder like, why? Why does it hurt so bad? It's like, because I'm sorry, sometimes we're idiots when it comes to love, And I show in this situation, you're like a fool in love. Like there might be a shit ton going on underneath this 10 of Pentacles. There might be a loaded lovers here, but you're just like, I'm just a fool in love with you. What is that? I'm thinking of the scene from I'm just a fool in love from Back to the Future. At the undersea ball. Maybe you've been with this person's, maybe you're high school sweethearts or something, or you've been with this person a long time. You may or may not be married, but I do show that this is like, to you, and Aquarius, this could be you faking yourself out again, saying, no, this is it forever. This is it. This is the one again. Like you keep doing that. No, it's this one. No, that was wrong. This one's the one. There's also this lover's energy, so I want to know about that choice, actually. What's going on the bottom of the deck here? The death card. Ooh. Is someone trying to get away from you? What's going on here? What's going on? What happens if you reconcile? If you reconcile, Aquarius, it's weird. You might get your own place. 10 of Pentacles again. You might move out. That can actually be a relationship progression, you know, where you were living together and now it's time to move out. I had a relationship that got better after I moved out. You know, it still broke up, but obviously, but it was better. It was better that way. This is like, maybe you get a separate bedroom. Like maybe one of you snores really bad and it's kind of like killing the other person. So you're like, fine, I'll just go get a new room. Let's build an addition onto the house. Because that Four of Wands reverse could be like your house being smashed up, you know? Yeah, I do show like some kind of compromise here that's a little bit like wild. You know, it's like a crazy compromise, but it works. That's what I show if you stay together, okay? If you split up and do not reconcile, it's amicable. This is going to be kind. You're going to be like, I understand. It's like, you understand. Remember when I was saying, I feel like I'm reading towards Aquarius men, to be honest, but you remember when I was saying like, this is the one, this is the one, this is the one, you know, like that they get so excited about the forever being, that's their little, you know, alien counterpart, that they get so excited that you can't convince them of anything else. And they're so cool, they're so used to putting it all out there so much that they expected this. If you split up, you know, if it doesn't reconcile, that they're like, yeah, this happens to me. Like, yeah, people say that about me. It's just the way I am. And I get it's really sweet, but I'm getting like the show Love on the Spectrum. Maybe this Aquarius that I'm speaking to has some spectrum qualities that are higher. I feel that people on the spectrum have like higher purpose, and sorry, but almost every reader I've ever met is neurodivergent or has a touch of autism. Okay. And I feel like this particular Aquarius that we're talking to cannot live a different way, like does not know how to be inauthentic. And I find that so endearing, and that they will find their person. Whether they stay with this person or not, they will find their person. Like Aquarians are so accommodating. They're very beautiful family members, and they really want love, and they deserve love. So be nice to your Aquarius, okay? All right, that's what I got. Oh, what a sweet reading. What did you get? Did you get something different?
So, this Devil card came out.
Oh
no! Yeah, this Devil card came out. So, so here's what I'm seeing. Okay, I feel there's attraction here, strong sexual attraction. I feel the chemistry was probably very intense in the beginning. King of Wands is here. This person could be a earth or a fire sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I feel there was obviously some deception here. I mean, with the Devil, the Seven of Swords, and the Moon, not a very good combination. I feel like it was very intense, very sexual chemistry, but there was obviously something not meshing here. There was obviously some deception here because something ended. There's an ending, okay? And there was an ending because of some kind of sneakiness, deception. You have a cycle that closed, okay? You're not talking to this person is the energy that I'm pulling. 2 of Swords. I feel with the Magician here, someone's trying to manifest a return. Someone is trying to manifest a new cycle is what I'm feeling, okay? And someone's slowly thinking on re-entering here with the Knight of Pentacles, the slowest moving knight in the deck, okay? And they're coming in slowly because they know that they were in this devil energy, right? So they know that there was something deceptive that they did. And they know that you either don't trust them or there was a block here, Aquarius, okay? Someone feels the 10 of Swords. Someone feels the ending. Someone definitely feels 9 of Sword energy as well, that there's restriction here, that there's, yeah, look at this. You're still in an energy of fighting with this person. So I feel like someone's very guarded, and I don't feel that someone trusts someone, and I think it would take a lot of effort to gain this person's trust again. Take what resonates, roles can be reversed, but I feel like someone is hoping they can come in and change someone's mind. The 10 of Cups is here as hopeful energy, but I just don't, I don't know. I just don't, my intuition is telling me based on what I see here that I don't see someone reconciling. I see this as another lesson. If you have this person blocked, I see that you might be keeping them blocked. Even though someone's trying to manifest, I feel like someone's been hoping that you were going to reach out to them. But I don't see that here. I see someone still stuck in this fighting energy. Okay, the Devil. That's what I see.
Yeah, that is totally possible that like there might be a really well-meaning Aquarius out there that's getting completely duped. And I didn't want to say it.
I know. Sometimes we have to deliver the bad news.
No. Well, my cards, they're not in a bad mood tonight. They're calling out all these beautiful things. So I'm gonna try. I do call negative energy. Like I'm not a sugarcoater, so maybe I'm just in a really good mood. Okay. Anyways, I called you a Wisconsinite in the chat.
Yeah, OHIO. Hey, the draft is in your state going on right now.
The draft?
Yeah,
I'm gonna dodge the draft. What do you mean?
you got a lot of people watching who they're picking for football. Yeah, it's in Wisconsin.
Yeah, it's in Green Bay. I know I got a lot of friends going, and that's cool. That's fun. It's something to drink and bet. Something to drink and gamble for. That's what we do here. Not me, but anyway. What about Pisces? What about my favorite buddies? Like, I love reading for Pisces because I read them to pieces, and I love that feeling of occupying someone's entire soul. I'm kidding. Gosh. All right. I'm not kidding. Let's do Pisces. Should we reconcile or block Pisces? I'm looking at my pyrite and I'm noticing that it looks like a brain. And I thought that might be interesting, that you might have some intellectual property as a side piece there. Pisces, little side message. So you might go, please protect Pisces, Virgin Mother, please understand on Pisces behalf. Like whatever you have going on in your brain is pure genius and gold and you should sell it. Okay. 2 of Pentacles reversed. That's not a good start, honeys. Okay, let's. This is, wow. Okay, the Moon. Now, okay. Also not super cool, but at least it's your card. I also think the Moon is Cancer's card only because the Moon is their planet. but your planet is Neptune, never forget. But your card is the moon. Like that's your assigned original like tarot card. Now other readers and time tells different stories, but yeah, this is in your element here. Damn, there's something, yeah, whatever you have going on under the moon, or they have going on, I think this is happening to you, Pisces. Whatever you're hiding, or they're hiding from you, you know it's a mess. Like you know about it. You already know. You can't mess with a Pisces intuition. Are you fucking kidding me? They can't hide shit from you. You're gonna find that shit out. This one's a clear no. This is like never again. Nope. When my nephew was really, really tiny, we used to hear, "Don't say no to mommy," because because they're supposed to say yes and be cooperative, right? And he said nope. So when it's a super no and you're gonna do it anyways in their face, you're gonna be defiant. That's what I feel is like you've been defiant recently, and they don't like this. The person that you're dealing with likes when you placate the fantasy, Pisces, because, and I got this in another reading, a general reading that I did, that Pisces loves by setting up like a scene. They set up an environment and it's a fairy tale. And if you're not in the fairy tale, then Pisces gets like abandoned, like, wait, but we have this beautiful world together. And it's like, yeah, I was never in your play, Pisces. Like, this is not, like, people have a really hard time delivering that news to you because sometimes Pisces is trying so hard to be in the relationship. And I show that you're really starting to get kind of miffed here, that this has been coming for a long time. You've been tolerating abuse for a long time. You've been hiding your emotions and not saying anything when something is wrong because you don't want to be annoying, or you don't want to, you know what? Fuck all that noise. You deserve love. You deserve to be able to express how you feel and think. And this person is fucking lying to you. That's what I get. And you wanted me to call it a negative energy. There it is. This is the worst person I've read for tonight. I don't like this person. They're messy. They're leaving clues all over the place, and you're not even looking for clues because you already know. It happened a long time ago, and it's happening again. That's what I heard. It's happening again. They've already done this to you. All right. Let's see how it goes. If you I do not want you to reconcile with this person, though. The Fool, 6 of Wands reverse and 10 of Wands reverse. You're just, I'm hearing, I'm a loser, baby. Okay? You're just like going along with it. Like you're just like, okay, this person's a loser. That's who they are. I'll never win with this person. They're always gonna treat me this way. And that's who they are. This is like the deepest level of acceptance of somebody. And I just think it's narcissistic abuse at this point. Like, you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna walk right into these mountains over here. That mountain looks like fun. Let's climb it and see what happens. And then you're gonna get all kinds of bullshit on the way up that mountain that you don't know how to climb that mountain. You're not ready for that. You're not capable of it, And you're not gonna win. If you reconcile with this person, you're not going to win. This is fucking exhausting. Whatever this is. And that might be a thing too. You might be with this person because you're exhausted and you might have some physical ailments, or they might provide for you or use that as some kind of like leverage. Or meanwhile, the house is a mess because you can't clean. Maybe, I don't know if you can get out of bed. I don't know what's going on here, but there's something here that you're like, I have to do this. I have to be here. Fuck it. Even though you know what a fucking crazy pigsty this is. Like, this is... Oh, I'm getting a headache. All right, let's move on to the other energy of never again. And I mean never again, okay? Like, do not go back to this person. I don't care if you're married. Like, this is bad. And Eight of Pentacles reverse, yeah, not going to work on it. We're not making any progress. This is that irreconcilable differences in real life. Four of Swords, and the world. You get to travel, you get to move around, you get to go be free, you get to learn, you get to adjust. You're gonna reevaluate yourself, and you're gonna be able to open up again and have a broader perspective on life. You're going to be grateful eventually that you were with this person. But right now, I feel like you're just so over it. And if you reconcile, it's because you have to. If you don't reconcile, it's because you're really excited to like maybe go back to school or do something really good for yourself. Okay, you are not willing to work on this. This is a forever no. Okay, that is my Pisces reading, and I wish I had real alcohol, but I don't drink. Here's my alcohol.
I get it. I was part of the straight edge movement, so yeah, we don't do that.
Yeah. That's awesome. You're a punk?
Oh yeah.
That's awesome. Are you vegan?
I was part of that group. All my friends were part of that in high school. Yeah.
That's so dope. Are you vegan?
No, not vegan, but we didn't do any of the extracurricular stuff.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
I liked all that music, so. But yeah, no, I liked what you said about never ever again, right? There's a lesson here, obviously, and I'm seeing that on my side. So the moon is here, the world, and look at this, the Wheel of Fortune. So you have a cycle that ended here because of something hidden, right? And you have the Wheel of Fortune here. So I feel like you felt that you met this person for a reason. There was like a serendipity thing. Something was destined to happen between the two of you. You went through the cycle with this person, but there was a lot of lessons learned here. You could have been dealing with an air sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I see a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All the signs are here in my reading, honestly. I have water and air. So take what resonates, but I feel like someone had a lot of feelings and emotions for someone, but they were heavily burdened by something. This person could have felt like they couldn't give you everything that they wanted to or what you wanted. But I feel like there was a lot of other people involved with like getting in the like your business with this person, because with the Page of Swords here, I just feel strongly that the Knight of Swords and the Page of Swords, this is like talking, and then also someone wanting to knee-jerk come in and not think about a decision, but it's because other people got involved here. There's options here too, so someone could have had a lot of options. But I do feel at one point in time you were happy with this person. You know, there's sexual energy here. You were attracted to this person. At that point in time, you could have felt like that was your person. But, I mean, look at this. This doesn't look like reconciliation to me. No, this looks like kind of what Grace was seeing, right? So you walk away, you're not interested. If this person wants to reconcile now, I don't see it. I don't see you wanting to take this person back. I see you working on your future and working on your pentacles and focusing in on your career and focusing in on a new level of happiness for you. I don't see you reconciling. No, I see if you have this person blocked, I see them staying blocked. That is what I see. That is what I see. So, wow, that was I thought that was a really good reading. I mean, we did collective and we did all 12 zodiac signs. I don't think I've ever done this title of this reading before, so I thought it was definitely different, and I thought it was really good from what we pulled. And collective, roles can be reversed, and you got to take what resonates, leave the rest behind. If it didn't resonate for you, then it's not your reading, right? But at least you have that advice that you can kind of run with and decide if you were teeter-tottering between reconciling and leaving someone blocked. What do you think?
I hope it helps somebody. I feel that there's a lot of blocking going on and a lot of miscommunication and a lot of, it comes from a time before the internet. And I feel that wasn't an option. Like, people weren't, first of all, so accessible. And second of all, they worked things out, because they had to. And you only got it made time more valuable because you only knew you had to keep your commitments. You couldn't just back out or send a last minute anything or make a last minute plan. You had to make a commitment to do stuff. And then you had communities that had to come together because they're not separated from all the internet stuff. And I feel it's very important to soapbox your own agenda. No, I feel it's really important to remain resilient and remember, if you were born in a time before this internet stuff, what it feels like to remember the 80s, I guess, or remember the 90s. It's like this stuff wasn't always here. It was exciting. And all the negative things that you see are encouraged and allowed on the internet because it's not real, right? So in real life, I just really hope that people can start talking to each other and learning how to figure shit out, fucking figure it out. That's what half my readings say most of the time. Fucking figure it out. Get your shit together. What are you doing? But I don't want to be hard on people either. So
yeah,
I do think this was needed.
Mm-hmm.
I think that we need a little guidance maybe from some really brave, smart, sexy, intelligent women. I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Wow! I super blocked you.
I know.
I blocked you more. No, I blocked
you. We say super like, and now super blocked you. Well, very cool. Well, Grace, thank you so much for joining us today. Again, Grace from Tarot DM More. Please check out her channel if you haven't already. Please like, share, and subscribe. Let's help her channel grow. And again, if you want to donate to Grace or my channel, the mods have put the information in the chat. But definitely check her channel out if you haven't already. She's a great reader, very intuitive, and I appreciate working with you. So thank you so much, Grace.
Thank you, Selena, for everything. This was so kind of you to help include me and appreciating, this art that I've done for a really long time. And I really appreciate being seen and heard. Nothing makes a Leo feel more welcome. So thank you so much. And I will definitely send you people and subscribers and things like that as well. So I appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. So collective, what do we always say? You say have vibes, soul tribe, and we will talk soon. I love you. Take care and have a wonderful day.
Bye.
Bye.